Let's click on go live. Wait for that green light to come on here, guys. We are going live. We are on. Hey, guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for the next game of this double header after my Brisbane Raw boys got a nice little cheeky win there against the Newcastle Jets in a very, very tough game there for the Brisbane Raw to win. But in the end, they did come out on top. You know, they did come out the victors, and I'm very happy with that one for the Brisbane Raw. But tonight, we have the Perth Glory going up against Adelaide United. Now, this is the first time that we're going to see Perth Glory this season. They have not played yet. I have really no idea why, but it just must be because of what's going on with the pandemic. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they go. Obviously, we've gotten a good read on how a lot of teams are playing right now. I know Sydney FC have only played twice, but we'll see how they go. Wanderers have played 4 games now. Western United, who else played 4 games? MacArthur as well. They've been playing a heap of games, so now it's good to see that all the teams will have played at least one game so far once we see Perth Glory play today. But let me know what your thoughts are on today's game. Obviously, they go up against Adelaide United, who have drawn one game, a 0-0, and also beaten Melbourne City 2-0 in the other one. Now, yes, Melbourne City had a lot of attacks and probably were the better team up until they got red-carded. But then when they got red-carded, Adelaide went away with that one and pumped them in the end 2-0 there. So, you can read into that game in multiple ways. You can read into it in the sense that Melbourne City were the dominant team and were attacking the most, but weren't able to score because Adelaide's defence was pretty good. Or you can read into it and say that Adelaide just waited for their time. They waited for their moment to strike, and when they did strike, they went and they did it twice. Tommy Urich obviously scored as well. So Tommy Urich obviously is an interesting one there for Adelaide United this season. I have had my criticism of him. I have had my doubts of him in regards to the way that Adelaide usually play. Their game style is very fast, very free-flowing, very quality motion with how they play. And I don't even know if that's how you explain it well, but in the same sense, I'm just trying to say they love to move the ball around quite freely, and a target man, like the definition of a target man striker, is Tommy Urich. So it'll be interesting to see if he can suit their system, but he has gotten off to a decent start with that goal in that second game against Melbourne City. But hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here and let me know what your thoughts are going into this game. Arsenal, the boss, says Adelaide United 3-2. Gee whiz, high-scoring game. I'm not too sure that Adelaide are going to give up too many goals here. I'm thinking it's going to be 2-0, to be honest with you. I think 2-0 to Adelaide United, simply because I feel like their strike force is a little bit better right now. There is no Diego Castro for Perth Glory, who is obviously a mastermind there of their midfield and creating something there and getting some assists and putting the ball forward. So without Diego Castro, I think Perth Glory will struggle tonight. Obviously, their rhythm, their flowing of the rhythm of their attack is going to struggle because this is their first game. They haven't had a game to start the season yet, so it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get into the motion, get into the rhythm of their attack. So I think that'll be a bit of a detriment here for the Perth Glory. But in the same sense, they are a decent team. But then again, they've been decent teams before, but I haven't seen them this year yet, so I can't really say it just now. PS4C Champion says, BKR, man, how's it going? Pretty good, man. My team just won 2-1 just before in a very, very tough match, and now we are we're not top of the table, but if we had have played 4 games, we would be right now. But no, we're on 6 points now. We had a win against the Jets 2-1 there, and also the previous game against the Victory, we won 3-1, so I'm pretty happy with that, and I think we're a better team against Melbourne City. PS4C Champion says, what did you think of the Sydney Derby and Wanderers versus Mariners? I thought the Sydney Derby, that the Wanderers were the better team, but they weren't exactly fantastic at all there, so I wouldn't get my hopes up too highly, and I wouldn't get my hopes up too highly if you are a Wanderers fan asking for something quality, to be honest with you, because I don't think the Wanderers have been that good at all this year, but they are still top of the table, but that's only because they've played more games than everybody else. I have no idea how they have 7 points, but they do have 7 points, so you've got to give it to them. And Wanderers versus Mariners, they got the win in the end, but it was a shit-house performance from both teams, to be completely honest with you, and probably deserved to be a draw. But in the end, the Wanderers still got the win, and they still snuck a positive result out of it. So, you can't denounce them for anything like that. Turner Friend says, Adelaide 1-0, Urich header 52nd minute. Oh, that's a low-scoring game. Fair enough. The season has been quite low-scoring so far. All teams don't know exactly how to score, to be honest with you. I guess probably the best scoring team right now is actually the Brisbane Raw. They've scored 5 goals throughout the opening 3 games. So actually, they think they probably are on top in regards to how many goals have been scored so far in their games. Melbourne City with 1, and then they had 2 against Western United, so that's 3. Victory with 1. Sydney FC with 2, 3. I think they've had 3. Yeah, I think Brisbane Raw have scored the most goals so far this season, so, get around it. Little Cases, what about the Raw? Yeah, good stuff, get around us. PS4C Champion says, what was the prediction for the Sydney Derby? I said, I think I said 1-1. I can't remember. But the game is about to get underway here, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. PS4 Heat Champion says Wanderers are top of the league. Kind of. Patacat says, how do you think Brisbane played? Good question. Obviously, very good question in regards to how Brisbane played, because obviously they did get the win. I think we snuck away with one, but I think that's what good teams do. Good teams sneak away with something that they probably they deserved it, but I don't know if they deserved a win, but they got the win in the end. I just think that look, Newcastle were the better team, possessive wise and really attacking wise, but our players shone through in the end. We got the job done in the end, and it was a heart attack central for the majority of the game, but it is what it is, and we snuck it away. So I'll take whatever points we can get. Turner Francis, actually no, Wenzel Hall's 1-1. What do you mean 1-1 Wenzel Halls? Wenzel Halls hasn't played for this team. As Sports says, hey Blaze, long time no see. Good on you, champion. Chelsea not doing too good recently, mate. Patercat says, yeah, Rami Nazarene loved putting in corners against you. He did. And look, honestly, we were shocking against the corner. They scored one of their goals from the corner, and it was very difficult to defend for us. We couldn't defend any of the set pieces, but, we held out in the end, and I'll take it, especially when we had no Jamie Young there. Look, Freak is okay. I think that he did his job, but in the same sense, I don't think he was phenomenal, and he did give me a heart attack a lot of the time. All right, so here we go, guys. Perth will start off with the ball here. Beautiful day over there in Perth. Wow, Patercat says, it's less of you winning, more of Newcastle finding a way to lose there. Disagree. I would disagree on that one. I think that, look, I would say that they've found a way to not draw the game, but I definitely don't think that Brisbane Roar... Well, I think if we were down 2-1 at half-time, I think we lose that game. And I think we lose it probably 2 or 3. Well, no, 2-1. I'll go 2-1. They were attacking pretty well. But I knew in the second half, we were probably the better team for the first 20 or so minutes, 25 minutes. And then after we scored the goal, the Jets just started dominating. And that's what I've been saying so far this season in regards to the Raw. As soon as they score a goal, they sit back and they let the other team attack. So it just came down to the fact that the Raw don't know how to hold a lead when they get the lead. It's just as simple as that. Turner Friend says, actually, no, I'm calling... I don't know what's going on there. Brendan Westling says, stop trolling, man. I saw your comments before, by the way, hating on Ask the Boss. Enough of the trolling. Brendan Westling says, by hook or crook, we take the hard-earned 3 points. Exactly right, man. Oh, Perth Glory. Jeez, with a chance there for a rollie. The ex-Melbourne City man shoots that one over the goal. PS4C Champion says, hey, BKR, I'll call an ambulance, but not for me. What's going on? Carlos Shell says, same with Sheffield United, when we score, we sit back. You guys don't even barely score, though, mate. You guys don't even barely score, though. So a minute gone here. Adelaide now with the ball, but Perth Glory have had a cheeky little attack early days here. Look, they've got a decent attack, though. I don't know. I just don't know about the fluidity right now in their first game of the season. I'll still take an Adelaide 2-0. I'll still take an Adelaide 2-0 here. I just don't know if Perth's fluidity is going to be right just yet. But I do think Perth are going to show that they definitely should be making finals, and they definitely will be around it. But, Brisbane Roar have thrown something into the mix this year. They've thrown they've pulled a rabbit out of the hat to actually show they can actually make finals, because no one believed they would. I didn't even believe they would. Frenchie says, Blaze, what do you think the score will be? I think the score will be 3-1 Perth. I think that's outrageous. This is Perth Glory's first game. They shouldn't be ready to go here against one of the better teams in the competition right now. Adelaide have looked really good to start this season. Like I said, they won 2-0 against Melbourne City, and they drew 0-0 with West United, but that was a tough start of the season game. That's just what happens in your first game of the year. We saw with Melbourne City and Brisbane Roar, it was a low-scoring one, and Melbourne City won 1-0, but I think we should have won that one. If you look at the other games that have happened, West United versus Adelaide was 0-0. First game for the Mariners and the Jets was 1-0 to the Mariners. Like, all these games are quite low scoring for these teams that start off with, but Adelaide have had 2 games to get ready for this. Adelaide are already ready to go. So I think that's going to be the telling point of this game, where Adelaide will be able to do it. But if Perth win, it just shows that they're a good enough team that they don't really need the extra time to get ready for it. But Perth here with a chance. Just outside the box, whips it across. That's actually a really nice ball there, but they're going to kick that one away. Brendan Westling says, is it fair to say the Jets are the Sheffield United of the league at the moment? They play really good, but always manage to walk away with nothing. Yep, bingo. 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, buddy, you're spot on there, champion. They just can't seem to get a result, the Jets, and they deserve a result. They deserved a result against the Wanderers. They deserved a result against the Raw. They definitely deserved a result against MacArthur. And they could argue they deserved a result against the Mariners as well. So, you're 100% spot on. Martin Bradstreet says, I read Perth was all about finding the defence during their 7 weeks downtime, but you think it'll be a high scoring, mate? No, I think 2-0, mate. I think 2-0 Adelaide. But then again, from what you've just said, I probably shouldn't be saying 2-0. I probably should be saying like a 1-0 if that's the case. I guess Perth's troubles have always come from their defence, though. I've also found that their midfield hasn't exactly been dominant, as it probably should be, with the players they've got in their midfield. And especially with no Diego Castro today, I just don't know if that magic's going to be there. Diego Castro is their guy that really gets things going for them in the attack, and I don't know today. I don't know. But here we go. Perth have been the better team to start off here in this first 5 minutes. They've been the more attacking. Andy Keogh, and there'll be a throw in here for the Adelaide United. Martin Bradstreet says, true rust from after a lengthy layoff. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, it's all about the rust here for me, and I think that it's going to take a little time for them to warm into it. So Richard Garcia here, the Perth coach. I'm actually surprised in the crowd today. I don't know if there's any crowd restrictions over there in Western Australia right now. Can anyone confirm for me what the restrictions are? Is it 50%? Because that's a pretty weak crowd if that's 100%. I hope that's not a 100% crowd, because I don't know what's going on in Western Australia. Brisbane Raw Post says, back for another stream. Back for another stream, Sam. Yeah, buddy, you know what we're doing here, son. You know what we're doing here, son. We're here every single game. We're every game. When's that next Brisbane Raw game, by the way? Is it this weekend or is it next week? I don't know, because honestly, games are all over the shop. And obviously, I just go game by game with all these different streams. So I would have absolutely no idea what our next game is. Martin Bradstreet says, I'll play over 0.5 goals for big money. It definitely should be over 0.5. Wow, definitely. So they're both pretty decent attacking teams, man. It's just that rust that really gets me with this Perth attack. But they're both a decent attacking teams. And that's going to come straight away for the goalkeeper, and that'll be an easy save there for the Adelaide keeper. Kurt Farrell says, yes, 50% plays. Oh, 50%. Oh, there you go. 50%. Wow, why? I don't even know why. I don't even know if Western Australia has any problems over there. But then again, I know Mark McGowan's a little bit of a dick, to be honest with you. Turner Friend says, Richard Garcia is overrated and actually plays a pretty dead style of football. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see, won't we? Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Oh, no, it will come away just for Perth defence in the end there. Brendan Westling says, next Saturday against Adelaide for the Raw. Next Saturday or this Saturday? Are you saying this Saturday coming or next Saturday? I think it's actually next Saturday. Are we a week and a half away from playing our next game? It's some bullshit, man. I hate this year. Man. This is some bullshit. I hate that you got to wait a whole week and a half. It's like in the NBA, man, with my Chicago Bulls. Like, we play 1 game, 2 games, and then we go off for a week, and it's just so bullshit. You get to see all these teams playing every day, like the Lakers who play like every 2 days, and it's just like, come on, man. Next Saturday, that's some bullshit, bro. So 6 minutes gone. But obviously, we all understand because of the pandemic. Oh, that's a little ball there. Cheeky little flick. I just don't know how... Look, I'd say it every time. I don't know with Tommy Urish, bros. I don't know. I get he scored a goal, but that was off a set piece, by the way. Don't forget that. He was off a set piece there, that goal for Tommy Urish in that second game against Melbourne City. And it was late on with a red card. I did call it too. When the free kick was being taken, I did say, watch for a Tommy Urish outside the box, cut away. They're not going to whip it in. They're going to cut away because it was so open, and they obviously saw how open it was, got a Tommy Urish, and he put the ball in the back of the net. And I do have the stream, my live reaction to it, to prove that. I called it literally before it happened. So I can kind of tell exactly how they want to try and play him this year. More so probably off the set pieces, but I think that is a little bit of a waste. I just think that as a target man, the kind of style you'd be looking for is a Brisbane Roar, I guess, with how he plays. But then again, they're starting to be a little bit more fast-paced. I would say definitely in regards to how the Jets play, they would probably like him alongside Yule. But then again, the way the Jets play, I wouldn't suggest anyone of quality really going there right now. Sydney FC could use him. Sydney FC probably would have used him in a pretty decent way there. Wanderers, obviously, anyone's better than Simon Cox right now. He is atrocious over there. Western United could have used him, actually, to be honest with you. Western United would probably be the perfect destination for Tommy Urish, in my opinion. Alrighty, so 7.5 minutes gone here in Adelaide with the ball. They whip it in the midfield. I'm just glad I can sit back and relax with this one. I'm not nervous the whole game. I've done my duty. I've done my duty by witnessing my team and being nervous for my whole game. And now I can just enjoy this game. And wow, that's a free. Oh, wow, chance here, Perth. That's a penalty. It's a penalty, Perth. It's a penalty to Perth. It's a penalty to Perth. This is a penalty to Perth here. Fornaroli goes down. He's seriously injured. Delianov gives away the penalty there, and Perth will go to the line here. Will go to the spot, sorry. I do so many NBA streams that I say go to the line, but that is definitely a penalty there. Delianov comes rampaging in, Fornaroli backing him up, and that's a clear and undoubtedly penalty. So this should be 1-0 here to Perth, early days. Martin Bradstreet says red card. Nah, man. I don't think you can do red card anymore. I can't think you can do the double. I think if you give away a penalty, you can't get a red card. Am I right? I think they changed that. It used to be like that, but I don't think you can give away a penalty and a red card in the same instance. Correct me if I'm wrong for people out there. Martin Bradstreet says, I'm going to predict a total of 3 goals, but I'm just learning about soccer. Great game to bet on, though. It's more clean and honest. I think it's dry, fast track out there. Yeah, it's definitely dry, fast track out there in Perth right now. Beautiful day over there in Perth. The sun is shining down, and you know what? I'm already going to be wrong with my prediction of 2-0 Adelaide. Killox Montage says, what do you think of what Cass will wear? Ask me tomorrow night during the NBL stream, and I will tell you exactly my thoughts on that bloke. So 9 minutes gone here, and Perth Glory here to get their season rocketing early days. Wow, with a penalty here. Just 9 minutes into their season, they're already here with a penalty. Delinov with an absolute shocker. An absolute shocker here. All right, so Kilkenny. Can Kilkenny bang this one in? Can he bang this one in here? Neil Kilkenny. Oh, it's a goal. Easy goal too. Right down the middle. Goal, 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 boom. That's a goal, son. Bilal, I'm going to have to time you out, man. I can see you've been trolling for a long time since the last game, so I'm going to have to time you out. Obviously, it's not a red card there, but it is 1-0 here. It will be 1-0 here. Early days to the Perth Glory. They'd be very happy with that one. Patacats' clear penalty, question mark. Yeah, it's a clear penalty, bro. He came in just rocking into his back there, Delianov, and Fornarola gets taken down. And no, it's an obvious penalty if I ever did see one. Turner Friend says buries it. He does bury it, and it is an early lead. Jeez, Perth would be happy with this. I said 2-0 Adelaide, and my scoreline has been thrown out the window literally 10 minutes into this game. Wowee. So that's 95 games for Kilkenny. I think he came from Melbourne City, didn't he? 13 goals in his A-League career. He's been in a couple of teams, hasn't he? What other team besides Melbourne City? No, it wasn't Mariners, was it? Turner Friend says, my prediction for 1-0 is gone. Yeah, we're both 1-0's still right, but just the wrong team right now. It's the wrong team. And obviously, yeah, there's probably going to be a few more goals scored in this game, considering this open start here. But yeah, Adelaide have definitely started off quite slow. Lennox Production says, what did I say, man? 47-14 in Perth. Who knew? I just watched it happen. If the scoreline's 47-14 in Perth, I will give you I'll give you my channel, mate. 47-14 to the Perth Glory over the Adelaide United. I will give you my channel. Peter Cat says, I did a joke on Twitter about how Harden doesn't get exists, and let's say it triggered the Nets fans. Huh? I don't know what you said. Brendan Westling says, not going to lie, if I had a second A-League side, it's the Glory. Geez, big call for Brisbane Roar fan, considering the rivalry there after that grand final. I guess it's more on the Perth side than it's out on our side, though. I did a joke on Twitter about how Harden doesn't get assists, and let's say it triggered the... Oh, okay, fair enough. Hasn't he got a triple-double in a couple of both his games so far? I didn't actually watch the game against the Bucks. I was doing my Bulls game as well, romping down on his ex-Rockets, actually. Oh, that's nice work there by the Adelaide. No, Perth gets the ball down the left-hand side. They're attacking nicely. I can easily admit here that I was completely wrong about their attack early days because they are just attacking right now, early days. And that's going to be a corner. Corner here for Perth Glory. Jeez, 12 minutes in, and it is a corner. Man, this is looking shaky for Adelaide early days. Turner Friend says maybe one of the highest scoring games of the season, considering the early start and how dry the attacks have been in previous games. Fair enough. Definitely could make a shout for it. But then again, Melbourne victory versus Brisbane Roar was 3-1. So that was 4 goals in that one. I'm not sure if 4 goals. We could see a 5-goaler. We could see a 3-2 here, to be honest. But then again, Adelaide haven't done jack shit yet. Adelaide haven't shown jack shit. They've been terrible to start off this game. It's just all been Perth here. All been Perth completely. And whips it in. I think that's a corner. No, that'll be a goal. Keeper save. He will get that one there, Delianov. Brendan Westling says the hate is only on the Glory side, and honestly, take bias away. I can't blame them for hating us. Yeah, fair enough. But we won the grand final, so they can eat it. No, I'm joking. I understand it, but I'll take it. I'll take your hate. I'll take your hate. I'll take it. Give it to us. Give it to us. Oh, it's a beautiful ball down there for Adelaide. Beautiful. It's going to go out just, unfortunately. It's going to be a little bit too hard there. Unfortunately, Dakuli will not be able to get to that one. Unfortunately, who do the Raw fans hate the most? Obviously, for me, it's difficult to hate teams because I stream so much across all different teams. I guess maybe Sydney FC. There's a bit of a rivalry there with the Wanderers, I guess. But I guess maybe Sydney FC because of the Brisbane-Sydney, Queensland-New South Wales factor. Oh, Adelaide here with a chance. Adelaide here with a chance. Just outside the box. Just outside the box. Gets it outside to Duguli with the ball. He's going to cut it out to the right-hand side. Yeah, oh, that was pretty good ball, actually. Gets it out to the right-hand side. Whip it in. Whip it in. He whips it in. Chance here. Oh, good defense there by Perth. It'll be a corner. Brendan Westling says Sydney hate them. Yeah, fair enough. Everyone hates Sydney, though. That's because they're so good, though. You know, it is. It genuinely just is. It's because they're so good. You know, everyone hates the success. And also because the Queensland versus New South Wales factor as well. You know, everyone from Queensland and New South Wales hate each other because obviously all the sporting teams are so competitive with each other. So 14 minutes gone here. It is 1-0 to Perth and Adelaide here with the corner. Can they get something going? Can they get something going here? Into the sunlight. Gee, she's hot behind him. And Chancey for Adelaide. Chancey. Oh, what was that, bro? That's a corner, I think. It is a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Wow. That's a big call. That's a goal kick. I thought that was a corner there. Well, so 15 minutes in here, and I've definitely not been impressed with Adelaide. And right now, I'm not going to lie, guys. Right now, I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm not going to lie. They're not looking good. And I know that I said that they're one of the better teams so far this season, and they're not looking good at all. 50%. Are you sure that's 50%? That genuinely looks like a 25% capacity there right now. It does not look like a 50% full game right now over there in Perth. All right, so Perth here, driving down the left-hand side. Get some moving on. Considering they have no Castro, they're moving the ball around very nicely here. This is going to be a dangerous team this year, man. I think people are underestimating them if they think they're not making finals. You know, I'm pretty impressed with how they've started off this game. I'm just impressed with their ball movement. I'm impressed with, you know, just the way they're playing. They're 73% possession right now to 27%. Turner Friend says, I'm new to the A-League and only started watching most games this season. I support MacArthur. Hold on, chance here, Perth. No, that's going to be offside. I support MacArthur because they are also new to the league. These streams are really getting me engaged in the league. Appreciate you, man. We're here for every game, obviously. But yeah, it should be a good season, man. It should be a really competitive season with so many teams. So it's actually a really good year to get started with these streams. And it's a really good year for you to get started into the league because I can't tell you who's going to win this year. Genuinely, there's multiple teams that you could throw into the equation. There's Sydney FC, there's Brisbane Roar, there is Perth Glory, there is Melbourne City, obviously. Melbourne City are my favourites right now. There is Wellington Phoenix. I'm not going to do it, Pato Cat. I'm not going to say it. I know you want me to say him, but I'm not going to say him. I'm not going to say him, Pato Cat. Luke Palmer says 5-0 full time. Jeez, that'd be outrageous, especially considering I said Adelaide 2-0. All right, 16 minutes gone here, and Adelaide just playing around with the ball right now, playing around with some possession. Lennox Production says, so do you want me to give you a channel now or when it's full-time Perth win 47-14? How about if it's not 47-14, but I don't know. But you give me something. Because I know it's not happening. Dakuli here. Oh, poor ball. Poor ball. Poor touch, mate. That was absolutely horrific. That was absolutely horrific there by Dakuli. I'm really tired right now. I'm not as excited as I normally am. I think it's because there's so much energy that went into that Brisbane Roar win, and I was so nervous that I'm so glad that it's over and that we won, but I can just feel my energy so down right now. But it is 1-0 here, and look, I don't even know. It should be high scoring. Both these teams right now should honestly be able to put a couple into the back of the net. Lennox Production says, watch it will happen. This match only needs 60 more goals, not that much. Exactly right. You know, anything can happen in a football match. We all know it. Oh, damn. Chance over the top here. No, that's an easy save there for Adelaide United. But then again, last time we did that, he gave away a penalty. So, you know, we shouldn't just say easy save there. Last time he did that, he took out Fornaroli from his bat. You know, he put him on the ground and set him into the ICU ward. Luke Palmer says, A-League players have more skill than Premiership players. I really hope to God you're not talking about Premier League or talking about bloody Championship as in the second division in England. I really hope to God that you're not doing that. Islam Sharaful says, hi bro, score Perth Glory 4-0. People are really getting behind Perth here. That's outrageous. People are really getting behind Perth here, and that is just wild behaviour. Chalkstar says, hello champion, how you doing? I think from the way this has started that Perth definitely win. But in the same sense, it's wild behaviour to be saying 5-0, 4-0, shit like that. Hello, Shockstar. Good on you, mate. Who do you reckon's going to win this game? Perthy with the ball on the left-hand side. They're moving it down again, down the left-hand side. Some space. Oh, that should be a goal. That's handball. Maybe. No. Wow, that was a big chance for Perth there. Wow, that's going to come straight away for the keeper. No, it's going to be cleared away, though, by the Adelaide defence. Wow, geez, that was crazy. It could have been a goal again. Braithwaite says, lol, I guess the Jets 2-1 loss for third game in a row. Yeah, you did, mate. You did. And guess what? I love it. Just do it again next week. No, don't. I want Jets to win next week. I want the Jets to get a win. They deserve a win so bad, bro. They deserve a win so bad there, the Newcastle Jets. Luke Palmer says, I'm talking about Premier League. Okay, cool, mate. You think the A-League players have more skill and quality than the Premier League? Okay, well, you need to put down the vodka on ice, mate. You know, you need to put down the vodka on the rocks, because that is an absolutely horrendous take. That is a horrendous take. Braithwaite says, how did Adelaide go in their first games? I've forgotten. Beat Melbourne City 2-0, drew 0-0 with Western United in the first game of the season for everyone. Oh, great ball in here. Perth, another good opportunity. Fornaroli in the box. He whips this one across. No, he's not. And he's going to get this ball out to the right-hand side here. There he goes. Chance here. Oh, whipped in. Dude, I think he should have had a shot there. But unfortunately, it's going to come away here. Oh, it might be a corner, or is it a throw-in? I think it's a corner here. Wow, Perth are just going bang, 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 bang right now. Wow, games per goal, Bruno Fornaroli 1.59, Best Apparition 1.59, and Bobo with 1.36. Braithwaite says, what's your take? You think Perth look on fire or Adelaide not there? A bit of both, to be honest, man. A bit of both. You know, Adelaide have definitely not started here well. They've been really sloppy with the ball. They've been pretty slow with the ball. They haven't been anything what they looked like against Melbourne City. And Perth have come out rocketing here. Declan Smith says, I missed the first 20 minutes. Sorry, how are Perth going? Very good, mate. Very good. They look really quality. They look top notch. And there's no Diego Castro, which is huge. Perth, honestly, should have been up 2-0, but unfortunately, they didn't get the shot. It was on target, but it got blocked by one of the Adelaide defenders. But they should have been up 2-0 with the opportunity that they had. It was ridiculous. Kurt Farrell says maybe 3-0 full time. I wouldn't disagree right now. I wouldn't. I said 2-0 Adelaide, but I'm no way near saying that Adelaide are going to win this game at this point. It's just Shalgan, mate. It's Shalgan. Perth with the ball again. They're just going forward over and over and over again. It's just Perth right now, man. My goodness me. The thing with Perth is that they don't really like to just continuously go forward. They really like to just frustrate you. You know, Perth are a team that can easily hold the ball, around the back line, can easily hold the ball in the midfield, and then just, you know, jump into the attack at any random moment. You know, they've had 69% possession in this game, eh? You know, they've had a decent amount of possession, and they really hold the ball well in every aspect of the field, whether it be midfield, in the attack, or in the defence. So it's really good to see that even though Perth are at 1-0, they haven't gone back into their shell like what Brisbane Roar normally do. They are still holding the ball here. They are still pushing forward, and they are still absolutely dominating this game. And that's what's scary about Perth Glory this season, is that they honestly have a quality team that can go and win it. We all know it. You know, they were in the grand final a couple of years back, and they definitely can push. But in the same sense, I don't want to get too excited too early here, because I think we got a little bit too excited about Adelaide too early. And I think we got a little bit too excited about a couple of teams too early, because obviously, you know, this is only the first game here for Perth, so this could be just one game against one team. They come out and have an absolute shocker. Look at the Brisbane Roar, for example. Yes, they won their game against the Jets, but they looked pretty damn well decent against Melbourne City. They looked very good against Melbourne Victory, and people are starting to rate them too highly. And then obviously they got brought back down to earth a little bit against the Jets, but in the same sense, still won. So not exactly a great way to explain that. But then you go and have a look at, say, Melbourne City. You know, they weren't that great against the Brisbane Roar, but they still won 1-0. They lost against Adelaide 2-0 after giving away the red card, but still probably look like the better team for the majority of that game that people forget about, FYI. And then obviously come out and beat Western United too. Like, look, I'm telling you, you know, you can't get too overhyped and overrated around these early season games. It's a long season. We're not even 5 games through. Once teams get 5 games through, then start talking to me. Then start talking about this. The only reason I give out predictions is because I'm streaming. You know, I have to talk about something. I have to give out what my thoughts are at the current time. But it is way too early to be saying this team is 100% going to win the comp. This team is 100% going to win the final. Declan Smith says, where would you be putting Perth on the table after watching the play for the first 20 minutes of the season? This is exactly what I'm talking about. But after the first 20 minutes, geez. This is outrageous. This is an outrageous question. After the first 20 minutes of the season, I would put them in. I'd still put them behind. I'd put them behind City. I'd still put them behind the Raw. No, I'd put them above the Raw. I'd probably put them in second. From what I've seen so far. Braith Williams says, this could be all excitement and energy from Perth. Other teams played 2, 3, 4 games. This is Perth first. They would have been pumped. That also reminds me of MacArthur. MacArthur are a prime example of that. MacArthur are the prime example of that. They had a great first game against the Wanderers. They were up 1-0. They won 1-0, sorry. Through energy, they looked really good. They were looking very dangerous, and I was honestly, genuinely thinking they could honestly go and win the league this year. And then they come out with the absolute horse shit that has been the last couple of games. I don't give a shit they're on 7 points right now because they definitely don't deserve to be on 7 points. And I have absolutely no idea why they are on 7 points. You know, I have absolutely no idea. They shouldn't have got 3 points from that Newcastle game. That's just simple fact. And they shouldn't have got points against Wellington either. They should have got 0. So honestly, you should take away that draw against Wellington. You take away the 2 points for the win against Newcastle, and they're nowhere near where that's more of a realistic place where MacArthur probably should be. Bradley Lim says Western Sydney Wanderers should have won that really too, to be honest. No, disagree completely. MacArthur was their team there. MacArthur was a much better team in that game against the Wanderers. I completely disagree with that take. You're a Wanderers fan though, so I understand why you think that. It's just like Jas. I know he said that Sydney FC were the better team against the Wanderers, and I was like, no, they're not. No, they weren't. It was definitely, a chance there for Adelaide, but Perth with a decent defence to hold that one down. Oh, chance here, Adelaide. Oh, he kicks it away last second. It will be a throw-in here for Adelaide. No, I noticed that Jas put on his channel that he thought Sydney FC were the better team against the Wanderers, so I was like, nah, man. Nah, I ain't having that. The Wanderers were the better team there. Sydney FC haven't impressed me so far this season. So Adelaide here, very, stagnant, but they whip the ball in. It's just slow right now. I guess this could suit Tommy Urich's style. Braithwaite Williams says, I think if their goalkeeper wasn't that top-notch that game, we get at least a draw. Disagree. I think that I think that Margush had a really good game too. So if you want to take out the quality performances from both teams' goalkeepers, then I think that MacArthur win that game by like 2-1 or 3-2. No, I think they had more opportunities and better opportunities than you guys. Turner Friend says, what content is going to be in the second channel? That's all clips of the streams, man. So I've got my second channel, which is BKR Travel, which is like travel vlogs and stuff, which I can't do lately, but I'm going back next week on Wednesday, so I'll be vlogging my quarantine experience and, I'll be doing all that kind of stuff. That's on BKR Travel. But BKR Clips is where I put all the clips from the streams, like the most important parts of the streams that people can't obviously be here for. I'll chuck them onto the clip channel. Luke Palmer says, yeah, mate, MacArthur win the league. MacArthur look dog shit, bros. MacArthur look shithouse. I'm sorry, but MacArthur look shithouse. They absolutely will not make the league, and I don't even know if they'll make finals. The way they've been playing, I genuinely don't believe they'll make finals compared to a lot of these other teams. I have not got them above the Raw. I have not got them above Melbourne City. I have not got them above Wellington. I have not got them above Western United. I definitely haven't got them above Perth right now. Sydney FC, did I say Sydney FC? I don't even have them above Wanderers, to be honest with you, long-term wise. I think MacArthur are incredibly overrated, and we'll see that as the season progresses. Nicholas James says, bring on the cowbells. Oh, please, stop it. They've literally been gifted 4 points. Don't forget that. They've been gifted 4 points. They got gifted a draw against the Wellington Phoenix by a bullshit red card, and they were gifted a win against the Newcastle Jets by obviously that penalty at the end there. Brendan Westling says, it just looks at the draw, including tonight, the Glory will have 4 games within the next 11 days and 3 within 6. Wowee. Jeez, that's outrageous. Luke Palmer says it's called joking, idiot. Calm down, buddy. Relax. Holy shit, why have you taken offense so quickly? Just responding to your question, mate. My goodness me. Bradley says, Blaze, you're arguing with someone who just said this game's going to end 0-0. I'm not even arguing with anyone. Who am I arguing with? Did I argue with somebody? I just got called an idiot for no reason because I was responding to someone's bloody comment. Calm down, buddy. All right, so 28 minutes gone here. It's 1-0 Perth. It's not been the most exciting since the goal, but it will be a free kick here at Adelaide in a really nice position. Okay, all good, Luke. That's funny as. All right, so 28 minutes gone here in Adelaide with a free kick. It is in a relatively shootable position. Constantopoulos here over the top of it, but also Dakuli out back. I think Dakuli is going... No, I think this is going to be Constantopoulos. I think it might... He could have a shot here with his right, but I think it's a little bit too far out and the keeper will save it unless it's an absolute strike. But I think Dakuli here... I think it's an odd shot. I think it's an odd choice to go with your left foot here. I think it's an odd pathing to put your left foot on this. I think you give it to the right footer, Constantopoulos. They will give it to the right footer. To Constantopoulos underneath there. Oh, chance here. Oh, no. Shout of a handball there, but it won't be a handball. Frenchie says, look, Blaze, 3-1 could still be possible, and you said my tip would be outrageous. Did I? 3-1 Perth? Oh, no, I did say that because I didn't think Perth would be this good. But then again, they have regressed since they scored that goal. They haven't exactly been unbelievable since they scored that goal. It's been definitely a bit more of a back to normality kind of game after the goal was scored. But in the same sense, you could definitely be right. I can easily admit when I'm wrong, man. I stream so much that I couldn't give a shit if I'm wrong. I do my best to say what goes on, and if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. Everyone gets it wrong, man. Braithliam says, what did you tip for score for this game, Blaze? Would have been random tips everywhere. No one knows what to expect. I said 2-0 for Adelaide, and that was gone in the first 10 minutes. I don't think Adelaide win this game, though. I think, if anything, it's a draw. But I think that Perth definitely have started off better here. They could easily win 3-1. It could easily be 1-1. It could easily finish 1-0 at the moment because although it looked like a very attacking game early days, it definitely has slowed down a lot since that opening little frenzy that we saw. And that will come down to the fact, predominantly come down to the fact that, Perth's excitement was there, like we were talking about before. The excitement of starting the season in front of the home crowd, raring to go. They've watched all these teams play for weeks. Now it's our turn. That would have been the opening 10 minutes, and that's why they got their penalty. And also a bit of a stupid mistake there by Delianov to just come rampaging in the box. Idiot. And speaking of idiots on the channel, idiot. So that's why it's 1-0 here. And now it's slowed down. Dasmate says, I got Perth 2-0, maybe 2-1. Fair enough. Frenchie says, yeah, mate, it's okay. You do every sport. No, no, I just responded. No, it's fine, man. It's especially for me right now, what is it, 10:30, 11? It's 11 o'clock over here in Fiji. But I am back next Wednesday, guys. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting back and doing some vlogs after my 2-week quarantine, of course. Also looking forward to getting into my fitness, man. I've been so lazy over here in Fiji. I've gained so much weight. I can't wait to get back into my fitness. Denzi says, hi, mate. How you doing? Going all right, mate. Very tired, but happy Brisbane Roar got a win today. And, Perth at 1-0 right now. That broke my scoring prediction in the first 10 minutes of the game. So a bit outrageous. But we keep cracking on here. And that's going to be Perth here with ball on the left-hand side. No, back to Adelaide. See, this is what I'm saying. Both teams are pretty lazy with their possession right now. Both teams give the possession away pretty easily. That's who I win. I'm taking, buddy, at this stage, Perth. I don't think Adelaide can win this stage. I'm going to take a 1-1 draw. You know what? I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. You cannot stop me. I'm taking a 1-1 draw. I think Perth have regressed here since scoring that goal. Brendan Westling says the scheduling gets so much worse for Brisbane. Only 2 games in the next 26 days. Oh, my God. Stop it. Oh, Perth here. Chance. No, Adelaide clear that one away. Sloppy. Very sloppy. Tony Friend says, who is the best league best player? It depends on position, man. It depends on position. It does. You can't just say best player because, there's some really good defenders that really help out. Goalkeeper-wise, Jamie Young does an unbelievable job there for the Brisbane Roar. Defensive-wise, you have to go and have a look at. Someone probably from. Jeez, I don't even know. Midfield-wise, there's quite a few players. It depends on positioning. I couldn't tell you one quality player just in one position. I would say McLaren's the best striker in the league right now, though. I wouldn't say McLaren's the best striker in the league. Braith Latham says, that's so frustrating as a fan, and I'm sure players 2 games in 26 days. That's why this year is very difficult because, honestly, some teams are playing, for example, MacArthur played 4 games already. Wanderers have played 4 games already. Roar have only played 3 games. Perth Glory, this is their first game right now, and they get a couple of games in a couple of days, and then they actually will have more games in before the next Brisbane Roar, before Brisbane Roar get in the same games. It's all over the shop, man. It's just outrageous, but it is what it is, and we have to deal with it in today's world, to be honest with you. Desmond says Simon Cox. Simon Cox is horrific, man. He hasn't done jack shit this year except for be worse for your team. Like, he's done nothing for the Wanderers. All he's done is take up space, to be completely honest with you, and make mistakes. I have not seen a positive... I couldn't name you a positive instance with Simon Cox for the Wanderers this year. I'm not going to lie. Perth here with a chance. Is he onside? He's onside here. Fornaroli here with the ball inside the box. Chance here. Chance here. Leave it, you goose. Oh, man. D'Agostino should have left that one, and that will be just cleared away there by the defence. That was stupid. Muller's pretty good, Frenchie. I will agree with that. Muller has been good, but then again, he did nothing yesterday, really. Oh, he scored a goal. Besides the goal. Actually, no, he scored a goal. But then again, that was a pretty, luck of the bounce goal. You know what I mean? That wasn't exactly like a placed effort. Ooh, Perth. Ooh, a little bit of specialness there. A little bit of magic. Oh, chance here. If that was a goal, that would have been unbelievable. Oh, chance here again. Chance here again. Should be a goal. 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 It's a goal. Perth up 2-0. Perth up 2-0. Well done. I think this is game over here, lads. Honestly, I could call it here now already. Perth up 2-0. And that was just sloppiness all over the place. So the 1-1's gone. Definitely the 2-0 Adelaide's gone. I was feeling a 2-0, but obviously I just got the wrong teamer. The wrong teamer. But 2-0 here, Perth Glory. Gary Bugame says, hey, my 3-1 prediction is quite a deal now. Yeah, it is. It is. It definitely is. Adelaide, honestly, they're looking at a 5-0 here. Adelaide are dead set looking at a 5-0. So, as much as I had Adelaide as one of the better teams in the competition this year, they're proving right now they're not great. Their game against Melbourne City showed promise. Their game against Western United showed promise. But this game is just showing how horrific they can be in the defence. Wowee. Nate says Perth can be contenders, but we can bottle it. Perth will be contenders. I'm not going to lie to you. Perth will be contenders. But the game was quite slow until that second goal there. Luke Palmer says, my 5-0 prediction is looking good. Mate, I'm going 8-0 right now, Perth. I'm going 8-0 at this point. Josh Sam says, Blaze, I'm listening to you when my friend Luke and I are having a sleepover. Good on you, champion. Hope you're having a good time. By the way, guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and also subscribe if you're new around here. Tomorrow, I think we've got an NBL game and a basketball game that we're going to be doing, but I might not do the basketball game. I only really want to do Bulls games this year, man, to be honest with you, in the NBA. Braith Williams says 2-0, but you read the crystal ball the wrong way. Exactly right. See, I'm still on top of it, mate. I'm still on top of it, mate. Don't you bloody forget it, all right? I knew 2-0 was happening. I just didn't realise it was for the other team. I was just, a bit of a mix, but chance here for Adelaide. Down the wing. Haven't seen one of these for a while, and it'll be a corner. Corner here for Adelaide United. Alex Sacedo says hello. Adelaide champion. Braith Williams says better be social distancing at that sleeper. You better be social distancing, because if my plane flight gets cancelled next week, I'm going to murder someone. And that's probably going to be myself. I'd be fuming. If they say, no, you can't come back into Australia because somebody bloke had a sleepover and they gave each other the virus, I'd be fuming. All right, so 9 minutes to go here of the first half. Adelaide with the ball. Corner. Whips it in. No, Perth cleared away. Neil says, he said 1-1, mate. No, I'm saying 8-0, mate. I can see the thing is, the beauty of having your own channel is that you can say what you want. So if you get it wrong, I can just say that I'm going to say it next, a different one. So I originally said 2-0. I originally said 2-0 to Adelaide, and then I changed it to 1-1, and then now I've changed it to Perth winning 8-0. How about that? I actually changed it to 5-0, but I'll take 8-0, whatever. That's nearly a free kick here to Perth. It should have been a free kick to Perth, but it won't be. It'll be a goal kick. Radio 679 say Blaze, hello mate. Braith Williams says, wait, what date do you come back? Literally 1 week, next Wednesday. Josh Sam says, good night Blaze. All right mate, have a good one. Nicholas James says, Frenchie man's trying to get mod. Braith Williams says, the fans will always agree with you too. They better, son. They better damn well be. Everyone comes out of BKR Sport. Exactly right. You tell them, son. You tell them. You tell them right now. So 8 minutes left here of the first half. And Adelaide playing at the back here. I just don't know if Adelaide can win, even draw this game at this point. Honestly, I'd nearly be happy to write this game off at this point. Just write it down. Radio 679 says, who do you think will win? I'm going to make a wild accusation here. I'm going to make a wild assumption. I'm going to say that I think Perth is going to win. I'm going to say it. I know people are going to find me crazy. I know it's a wild assumption here, but I'm going to say Perth are going to get the win. I know. It's never been a crazier thing said. So it's going to be a corner here. No, it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, wow, that's a big call. Turner Friend says, concentrated look on Kilkenny face. I was definitely a corner here. Why is there not a corner? It's clearly a corner there. They're yelling out, "Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah." So Tommy Urish goes down the corner here, and how is that not a corner? That's obviously a corner. How is that? How can you not call it a corner? That's probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. How is that not a corner? That was the most obvious corner that could ever be cornered, mate. That could have been possibly the most obvious corner that could have ever been cornered. Brendan Westling says, what would the mercy rule for the A-League streams, like the 50-point difference in AFL streams? 50 points is unless it's Geelong, then I'd stay around. But mercy rule in A-League would probably be... No, I'd always keep going, man. I'd always keep going. In the NBA, it's 40 points. In the NBA, it's 40 points. Mercy rule in AFL would be, and that's unless it's the Bulls games. If it's my team, I do the whole game. Mercy rule in A-League, I'll go with 5-0 or something like that before the 70th minute. If it's after the 70th minute, I'll keep going. I'll kick on, mate. I'm kicking on, son. So Perthy with the ball around the halfway point and moving up down the left-hand side now. Dasmate says now there'll be people saying fixed now. I think Perth might have been... Oh, look at this. Oh, no, it's going to be nicely defended there by Adelaide. You know, it nearly worked out well for Perth, but nope. Man, it doesn't matter what type of game it is, Daz. It doesn't matter if it's 0-0. It doesn't matter if it's -1-1, or it doesn't matter if it's 3-0 or 3-2. It's always a fixed game in Australian sport, apparently, because people lose their bets. Frenchie says, in Blaze, I want to be mod, but stop begging it. Stop begging it, Frenchie. I appreciate your support, mate. Luke Palmer says, are you doing the NFL, NFC, and AFC playoff matches? Probably not, man. Probably not. I'll smack out NFL next year, but this year I haven't really focused too hard on it. I'm smacking out the NBA and the Major League Baseball coming up soon. Ooh, I'm looking forward to me cubbies. Get around the cubbies. Brayton Williams says, to be honest, if it was -1-1, I would be asking questions. Well, that would be rigged. You know, fair enough, actually. If it's -1-1, then we're talking rigging. Now we're talking rigging here. What did Turner Friend say? Turner Friend says, Pele or Bobo in their prime. I'm going to go with Sergio Aguero. Frenchie says it the truth. Lockie Gale... Martin Bradstreet says the Buffalo Bills are going to the Bradstreet. They're going to the Bradstreet. That's how tight I am. Going to the Super Bowl. If they go to the Super Bowl, buddy, I'm done. Oh my God, Perthy with a chance to make it 3-0. Throw in here. If Patrick Mahomes doesn't play, then probably. But in the same sense, I honestly think that Tampa Bay could win this year, and it's infuriating. But I genuinely believe they could do it. I thought they were overrated before the season started, but guess what? They proved me wrong real quick. They proved me wrong real damn real quick. Bob says the Patriots are nothing without Brady, though. It's funny how everyone used to say that... by the way, I'm sorry that this has turned into a bit of an NFL stream. That's how tight I am. But it's funny how people talk about Brady and Belichick as if Belichick was the only guy there and Brady was going to be nothing without Belichick. But turned out to be the opposite, by the way. Turned out to be the opposite. Chance here for Adelaide. Adelaide for a chance on the left-hand side here. 42 minutes in, whips it in. No. Oh my God, that's a goal. That's a goal. That's a goal. That's a goal. That was the most ridiculous goal I've ever seen in my life. It's now 2-1. That was the most ridiculous goal I've ever seen in my life. That was the worst mistake. This is going to be a very high-scoring game. It's now 2-1 here, just before halftime. Adelaide are back in the game. Adelaide are dead set back in this game. What was that? How is that a goal? How have you done that? Like, how has he missed that ball so badly that the ball is sat up there for Adelaide and it's been a goal? So Constantopoulos will get the goal there. I'm actually confused how that's even possible. Martin Bradstreet says, yes, they can do it. It's going to be the Bills, Bucks in the in the Super Bowl. Trix-a-lot says, who do you think is going to get the wooden spoon in the NRL? I think the Tigers. NRL content will start on the channel from 1st of February, mate. So get ready. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big season. I can tell you right now, there's things behind the scenes that you guys don't know about yet that are huge in regards to the NRL. So Adelaide here with the ball. I can't believe they've snuck away to get back in this game and keep it interesting. I can't believe this game's actually interesting right now because honestly, Perth are up 2-0 and I would have called it because there's no way that Adelaide should have scored that goal there. That's outrageous. Luke Palmer says Titans with the wooden spoon. Yeah, right, mate. You see the reaction? Doesn't faze me, mate, because I know you're probably a Broncos fan and your team shoot us. All right, so 2 minutes to go. We got the first half. And Michael Beagley says, come on, you Glory boys. Get up and make some noise. I just don't understand how... I don't understand how the Glory gave away that goal. I don't understand how you could have made that bad a mistake. I actually don't get it. Braithwaite says, well, that made you so angry, Blaze. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, man. That Titans insult, that got me. That got me deep, man. That got me real deep. All right, so Perth here with the ball. They need to make sure that they don't fall behind here. They don't fall behind and lose their composure, their momentum that they were building throughout the entire game. Luke Palmer says, I'm a Sharks fan. Oh, jeez. At least Broncos have some young guns that I'm excited about. The Sharks have a lot of old guys. I love the Sharkies. You know, that's my mum's team, but they're not having a good year this year. Martin Bradstreet says, these two teams here are used to score fest. They had outcomes of 8-7. Wow, 8-7 and a 5-3 most recently. That's outrageous. Wowee. Bray Williams says, to be honest, big ass Friday. I've seen your comment like four times, mate. I appreciate it. But I don't I've seen you comment like 3 or 4 times. All right, so 1 minute left here in the first half. And out to the left-hand side of Perth. Are they going to push forward? No, it's going to be over the sideline. These streams are good, though. These A-League games are good because obviously even when the NRL and AFL is back and they start to take precedence over the weekends, it's good that the A-League obviously has games throughout the week that I can smack out to. Woods, Tolman, and a broken Andrew Fafita. That's a scary pack. Yeah, would you rather that pack or would you rather David, Fafita, Herman SA? You know, buddy, Fast for Malawi. Shit whiz. Look at that. That's unbelievable. All right, so that's going to be a goal kick here. Goal kick here for Perth Glory. Terrible there from Adelaide United. Wowee. Wowee. But guys, go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Are we at 50 yet? We are at 48. Jeez, we're so close, lads. 2 likes away. My goodness me. Hit that thumbs up button immediately. Otherwise, I'm going to flip out. I'll lose my mind. Luke Palmer, I disagree. Yeah, well, yes and no. Of course, there are young guns coming through in every team. But I wouldn't put the Sharks up there with one of my highest valued teams for young guns right now. No, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Because like I said, it's my mum's team. So 3 minutes added on here for the first half. 3 minutes added on. Bradley Leatham says, I honestly think Sharks get the spoon. No. Luke Palmer says, search out Franklin Pello when you get your chance. Brother, I'll tell you I'll tell you quickly, you right? So every team has got young guns, and every team's fans will always back in their young guns over anyone else's young guns. But I'm telling you from a non-biased perspective, is Sharks young guns, they're not the most exciting. And that's nearly a goalie for Adelaide. Nearly chance. No. That's going to come away here for Adelaide at the edge of the box, though. Edge of the box here. Adelaide gets it inside. Perth hit it out. And Perth could break away here to the left-hand side. No. Still 2 minutes left here out of time. Lockie Gal says, the Sunny Coast Falcons coach invited me to training yesterday. Let me tell you, Jared Mullen is looking the goods. Jared Mullen, geez, he's still cracking. He'll be good for the Q Cup, you know. He'll be good for the Q Cup. But obviously, I don't think NRL is for him right now. You know, he had a crack. So Perthy with the ball outside the box. Can they put it to bed here? 3-1, half time. Oh, that's a nice little ball there. It's a free kick here for D'Agostino. D'Agostino. He gets a free kick. D'Agostino. Wow. And Halloran was one to give it away. 2 ex-Brisbane Royal boys there. D'Agostino and Halloran. He's a Dogs fan. Oh, no. Now you're going to start getting him talking about the damn well Dogs. We don't want to start talking about the damn well Dogs. My goodness me. One of the most overrated teams going into the next one. Lockie Kelly had a crack. More like, yeah, crack. Yeah, fair enough. Braith Williams says, I go for Bulldogs. Allegedly. Braith Williams says, I go for Bulldogs, or if you mean A-League, Western Sydney Wanderers. Either or, mate. It's depressing, eh? So 40 seconds left here of the first half. Kilkenny whips it in. Chance here. Oh, oh my God. I thought it was a goal. I thought Keogh had just smacked in bottom right-hand corner a goal. But no, sorry. No, sorry. So that was the last little ditch attempt there from either team here going into halftime. Oh, jeez, that's a good connection, though. I think if that goes on target, that's a goal. I think if that's on target in the bottom right-hand corner, I think that's a goal. Braith Lytham, I'll talk about the EPL all day, mate. I'll talk about how good my team's all day. How's your team going, mate? Is it Toby? He says, hi, I'm new to the stream. Good on you, champion. We're here every single day. It's a little bit less of a energetic one today because I'm incredibly tired, but in the same sense, hope you're having a good time. And who do you go for, mate? Who do you go for, Toby? Appreciate it, Lockie. We're here every day, mate. We're here every day smacking them out. But chance Perth are going to whip this one away. Is this your first time on one of the streams, Lockie, by the way? So it's going to be half time here. Perth do lead 2-1. They were up 2-0. I originally said 2-0 to Adelaide because I didn't think it would be a high-scoring game. But guess what, son? I am completely and utterly wrong here. So it is 2-1 here to Perth. They have looked decent. Obviously, they've had quite a few opportunities, but I think D'Agostino was actually one of the better players here for Perth in that first half. I think did he get a goal? I think he got one of the goals, and also he's been pretty well. He's been setting up some attacks pretty nicely. I think they are missing a real crucial part of their attack in Diego Castro, but in the same sense, you wouldn't notice it with that 2-1 lead. And really, Adelaide shouldn't have scored that goal. It was an absolute mess at the back from Perth. It should not have been a goal. So it was a goal, don't get me wrong. It's not the incorrect decision, but it shouldn't have been a goal in the sense that there's no way that that Perth should have made that bad of a mistake. So, we're going to half-time here, and it is a one-goal lead. It honestly still is anyone's game now. It honestly, dead set, it still is anyone's game, which is outrageous. Is it Toby said? It is Toby says, up the Wanderers. Oh, well, you're top of the table right now, but I don't know for how long. Tony Friend says this game is turning into a bit of an uckers. It's not turning into that great of a game. It started out pretty decently, but it's not turned into that. Well, it's looking like a high scorer. That's the thing. Like, people always say, I want to see a high scorer. People always say, this and that about, I want to see goals galore. And it's like, sometimes goals galore isn't actually that fantastic. Like this game, although it's 2-1, although one of the goals was absolute shithouse, the first goal was good, but the second goal was okay-ish. It's goals, but it's not as good as you'd expect with something like this scoreline. Thumbnails for the boys says, hey, BKRmy, experienced thumbnail maker for YouTube. You're interested. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Lockie Gal says, no, I've been a fan for about 3 years. I've watched a fair few streams. I just haven't commented. Oh, good stuff. Appreciate you, man. Braithwaite says, how about the name? Thumbnails for the boys. Yeah. Yes, cracker. I thought, I'm so tired. I looked at it and I was like, we got a troll here? Is he having a laugh or what's going on? But no, good on you, champion. Appreciate you. Martin Bradstreet says, the more you have, the less they are worth. Exactly right. Yeah, well, yes and no. Yes and no. Sometimes a high-scoring game like a 4-3 can be awesome, but it just shows how bad the defense is. It depends on how you look at the game. It's all about perspective, obviously. So if you look at the game in the sense of, yeah, that was awesome to see so many goals. It's like in the rugby league game, so many tries. All tries are different, I guess. Points in different sports. Don't get me wrong, sometimes high-scoring games in rugby league is good, but also bad. It just depends. It's all about perspective. But I love a real tight... I really love a tight 2-1er, sometimes I can even love a really tight 1-0er. It just depends on the type of game it is and the type of actual play style. A 3-2er usually means there's this absolute shithousery of a defence. And today there hasn't been that shithousery of a defence, but it's been a little bit of bland football. Perth have been exciting, but Adelaide have been absolutely horrific. That's why I'm so surprised that Adelaide is still in this game at 2-1. It is Toby says, who you support? Buddy, Brisbane Roar, mate. Brisbane Roar. We got a good win just before. It was tough. It was a tough win, but we got the win. That's the main thing. Let's see if we can get to 55 likes before the end of half-time, guys. We're at 48 likes right now. Let's get to 55. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. Thumbnails for the boys says, turn and leave Braylon. Braylon says, tell them thumbnails for the boys. There you go. But let me know what your thoughts are of the first half here, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are of the first half. For me, I think it was okay. I just think that Adelaide were pretty shithouse, but still found a way to keep in the game. Desmond says, do you think Perth make the top 6? I think so, yeah. I think that right now, at this very moment, and I clarify this every single stream because it can easily be clipped and it can easily be taken out of context like 5, 6, 10 weeks later down the track when everything is different. But right this second, not in order, I've got Sydney FC obviously making it. I've got Brisbane Roar, Melbourne City. I've got... who else am I thinking about here? Okay, so let's go again. So we've got Brisbane Roar, Sydney FC, Melbourne City, I think Wanderers do make it. I do think Wanderers make it, but it's really, really tough around that 6-7 spot. I think Perth make it. So there's your 4. I won't add Wanderers in just yet. I do think Wellington make it. So that's 5. And then that last spot's going to be between Western Sydney Wanderers and Western United and potentially Macarthur, but I don't think they're that great. I just don't. And don't talk about the Mariners. Don't talk about the Mariners. They've had 3-4 shithouse games. Look, they've got a couple of points here and there. They got some points against the Jets in a 1-0 and a shithouse 1-0. You know, they got a win. Who was the other game against that they won against? Oh, it was Macarthur, an absolute shithouse performance that Macarthur were that bad and they won 2-0. And then they lost 1-0 to Western Sydney Wanderers last night. They're not great. So, like, don't even at me about bloody Western Sydney Wanderers. Not Western Sydney Wanderers, Central Coast Mariners. Kurt Farrell says, I'm chilling out. Happy Brisbane Raw. Awesome win, Blaze. Yeah, it was good stuff, mate. It was good stuff. Luke Palmer says, Mariners will make the finals. Who misses out for them? Who misses out for the Mariners? Who misses out for the Mariners? Right? So I'm going to say again, Brisbane Raw, Sydney FC, Wellington Phoenix, Melbourne City, Perth Glory, and I will go with right now, I'm dead set missing someone. I don't know. I'm missing somebody. But no, I don't think they make it. But tell me who they're better than. Tell me who the Mariners are better than right now. Luke Palmer says, Mariners, that's right, I read that. Lockie Gal says, do you follow the Q Cup? Yeah, I do. Not outrageously, but yes, I do. I used to play for Burleigh Bears when I was a young bloke, so I kind of get around them lightly. I follow them briefly, but not really. Martin Bradstreet says, Mariners controlled the ball about 67% of the game yesterday and couldn't even get themselves a lone goal. Welcome to the life of a Mariners fan. That is how Mariners play. They play shithouse football and got a result in 2 games. One against the worst team in the competition that shouldn't really be classed the worst team, but they still have lost all 4 games. And one against Macarthur, who have looked diabolical just as well. You know, they haven't looked great as well. You know, I don't care about what the ladder says right now because you look more at the actual games themselves and you can actually see that a lot of the teams who are at the top end of this table right now won't be anywhere near where they are. I think Wanderers, I am going out on a limb and saying Wanderers to make finals, even though I don't think they've been that impressive at all. Frenchie says, Blaze, you're going to vlog your trip back to Australia? Yeah, man, but on BKR Travel, not on BKR Sport, obviously. BKR Travel is where we do all this stuff that isn't involved with sport. BKR Sport is where we do all the sport stuff. So yeah, I'll vlog my quarantine and stuff like that. I'll vlog my stuff like that. Thumbnails for the boys says Sydney misses out. Good luck. Man United Kid does says, what are you going to do when Manchester United win the league? Well, you're not really top of the table. Actually, no, you're not top of the table right now. And also, if City win their make-up game against Villa, they go above you. So I would be shutting my mouth because your team is shithouse and you can suck one. And you'll bottle it, just like Tottenham always do. Andrew Howard says, Bra can't go to this game because of training. That sucks, man. But Frenchie says United is shit. I'm going to clap that one. You know, I would be talking too much shit as a United fan. You guys are the ultimate bottlers alongside Tottenham, so shut up. All right, so we're just waiting here for the second half, by the way, guys. Just waiting for the second half. 1 like away from 50. Smack the thumbs up button right damn well now. I know you can do it. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, go and smack it right now. No, I'm actually going to time you out. I don't want to listen to Man United shit, you know. I'm too tired to deal with your shit right now, so I'm timing out Man United fans. It's just straight up. That's the beauty of having your own channel. Frenchie says, I thought Spurs was shit. Yeah, Spurs are shit. Yeah, bunch of bottle jobs. Vildan Ozturk says something that I have absolutely no idea, but appreciate ya. Dasmate says, Man City are a game behind United can suck one. Exactly right. You know, we're coming, son. Woohoo. I like it. Unlucky. Let's try and keep this conversation A-League related, though, please. Even though this game hasn't... Well, it's been okay. It's been fine. You know, it's been fine. But it's not been outrageous. Lockie Gals' favourite Man City play. No. What? Oh. I'll go with... I wish Company was still around. I'll go with De Bruyne, but that's just so obvious, man. It's just so obvious. Luke Palmer says, I don't watch EPL, but how did Arsenal go? Arsenal, they're not great, mate. They're not great. I'm not going to lie to you, man. There's a big hint. They're not good. You know, they always complain about Arsene out, Wenger out. And then when he is out, they've gone to absolute dog shit. And they're like, hold on a second. Even though we were coming fourth every year, at least we were coming fourth every year. At least we were making Champions League. And ever since he left, they aren't doing shit anymore. So... look, I just think that Arteta, man, like he was really good with Pep. I think that he was a really good creative style, but he didn't have the structure of Pep. So, you know, I think that Pep has lacked a little bit in regards to that when Arteta has left. But in the same sense, Pep is still Pep. Pep knows what he's doing. But Arteta, you know, when he left, I think he just lacks in the structure. He has the creativity, but lacks in the structure that you need. Potato Dragons says, I hate United more than... The hate for United is unbelievable, and I love it. I love every second of it. Get into my veins. Get into my damn well veins. Actually, let's go have a look at some of these. Let's go have a look at the ladder right now, actually, in the A-League. I should do that halfway through the week. Let's go have a look at what the A-League is looking like right now. So, at the bottom of the table, obviously, the Jets there with 4 games played, 4 losses, obviously, and -4 goal difference. So, really, they're only averaging a loss by 1 goal per game. Actually, they are only. They lost by 1 goal in every game. Mariners 1-0. Wanderers 1-0. No, it's 2-1. MacArthur 2-1 and Brisbane Roar 2-1. So they're only losing by 1 goal a game, which is pretty decent there considering they've lost all 4 games there. Then obviously Melbourne Victory have only played 1 game. They're on -2 goal difference, so they're well and truly above. Look, Jets are in a shithouse position right now. Like they're in a real bad position because they're on 0 and so is Victory. But Victory are 3 games behind them. Western United are on 1 point right now, but they're also 2 games behind them. Wellington Phoenix are on 1 point right now, but they're also 2 games behind them. So, there's trouble brewing there for the Newcastle Jets. They could be well and truly behind by the time these teams catch up. Perth Glory, this is their first game. They're currently winning. So they are currently on, I guess, top of the table on their own merits. I guarantee they're if you think about it, they're on top of the table on their own merits. If they win all 4 games to catch up. Adelaide United are in 7th right now. They've played 3 games. If they lose this one, then they'll be on 4. If they win, I believe they go top of the table. They would have gone top of the table if they won, but I don't think they can win from here on out. They are down 2-1. I didn't think they were going to score a goal, and they didn't deserve to score a goal there, but they did score a goal, so they're still technically in it. But if they win this game, they can go to top of the table. But I really hope they don't, because Brisbane Roar then stay in the top 3. Let's go, baby. Ooh, that's 1 team that we don't have to worry about jumping us. Sydney FC are in the top 6 right now. They've got 2 games played, 1 win and 1 draw with 4 points. Number 5 is Melbourne City. They've got 3 played, 2 wins and 1 loss there. But they should have had damn well 2 losses. The son of a bitches should have had 2 losses. Brisbane Roar should have won that first game. 4th is Central Coast Mariners. Don't even at me about this team staying in the finals at the end of the year. Brisbane Roar obviously in 3rd, MacArthur in 2nd, and Western Sydney Wanderers in 1st. But they've had 4 games played, Western Sydney Wanderers and MacArthur. They're up by 1 point on the Brisbane Roar, who have had 6 points, and they're 1 game behind. So, plenty of time for the Roar to come flying home, son. Plenty of time for the Roar to just come flying. Freddie says, I thought Spurs were shit, but then I heard of United. Well, you're just mixing up 2 really shit-ass teams there, to be honest with you, mate. You just take a pick. RC Boss says, do you have a second favourite in the Premier League? Just asking, if you have a second favourite team in general, then you probably shouldn't be bloody a sport fan. No, look, like it's all good to have a soft spot for a team, but I would never call a team my second team. I would never class a team as my second team. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, but then A-League's different, In rugby league, I am a Titans fan, but I get around the Sharks as, a soft spot team for my mum, but there's no way I really give a shit if the Sharks win. I wanted to win for my mum, but it's like kind of Manly, I guess, nowadays. I used to hate Manly, but I don't really care anymore because my dad's a Manly fan. I go and have a look at, I just don't have any. I wouldn't class a second team because I couldn't give a shit unless it's my team. And it's like in the baseball. No, we're not getting to that. But yeah, I don't class anything as a second team. Freddie says, Blaze, when you were starting the vlogs, are you going to post them on the day when you vlog, or will the vid upload in 2-3 days? I always post the day after. I've always posted the day after. I've never not posted the day after. I might have been like 1 or 2 vlogs here or there, but I always post the day after at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. My vlogs take a bit more editing because I put a lot of effort into it. Like I put like actual, if you guys know what my vlogs are like, I do a lot of editing on that. It's not just me kind of like cutting together parts here and there. I actually do like music in the background. I do, transitions. I do things come up on the screen. So it takes a little bit more editing for me. I know that Hayden does pretty well with getting it out straight away, but that's because there's no real editing there. He just he puts the things in a line and throws it out, which is good. But yeah, I edit it a heap. Lockie Gal says, this is super random, but I love watching Jay O'Shea play. Fantastic play. Yeah, Jay O'Shea's a fantastic player. He's unbelievable. Yeah, you got to get around a bit of Jay O'Shea action. He's Irish, isn't he? Is he Irish? I'm assuming so because the last name too, to be honest with you. But but I think he's Irish, right? It is Toby says, my top 6 is MacArthur. Big call. Wellington, Wanderers, Sydney FC, Adelaide, Perth, Melbourne, City. That's not by the way. And Brisbane just missed out in the top 6. Huh? Brisbane missed out in the top 6? Brisbane right now are a top 2, top 3 team after this so far. How are we missing out on the top 6? How are we missing out on the top 6 right now for MacArthur? MacArthur have been dog shit. What are we talking about here? MacArthur. Like, it's your opinion, man. Take me wrong. You know, it's your opinion. You do what you want, man. You do what you want. I could be a bit biased, but I think Brisbane Roar showed a lot of courage and a lot of ability to withstand a team just slaughtering you on the attack in that game against the Jets. Yeah, look, it's not great, but in the same sense, they were probably the better team against Melbourne City. They flogged Melbourne Victory, and they got a real tough win away at Newcastle. So, I have no idea how you could say that. I have no idea how you could say Brisbane Roar missing the finals based on what we've seen so far. And I also think that we are definitely better than definitely better than Wanderers, definitely better than after this game so far Adelaide. But no, Adelaide have been pretty good to start the season. Besides this game, I definitely put us above MacArthur. Perth are looking pretty good. Melbourne City, obviously, I'd put them above us regardless. And Sydney, I'd put them above us regardless. Wellington, I think we're around on target, to be honest with you. It is Toby says, well, I didn't watch the Brisbane game tonight. So, well, then you should have even a better opinion about Brisbane Roar. If you didn't watch the game tonight, tonight would have made people think negatively of the Brisbane Roar. If you only watched the first 2 games, then that's a big call to say Brisbane Roar aren't making the finals with the way they've played without using it tonight as an example. But it's your opinion, man. This is just me replying. I'm just another guy with an opinion. I do like to believe that I know quite a significant amount, though, because I do watch every single game. But in the same sense, it's still an opinion. Everything in sport is an opinion. Perthy with a shot! Straight to the keeper. Second half has started, by the way, guys. Second half has started. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. And that is so poor there by Adelaide. Wowee. That was so poor there by Smitty. Smitty out the back in the left back position. I haven't really noticed how Adelaide are playing here. They've got 4 at the back, obviously. Most teams are playing 3 at the back this year. Wanderers are playing more of like a 3 mixed with 5. They kind of interchange between with their wing backs. I've been actually liking how the Wanderers play at the back. Their defense has been really good because they do change from the attacking wing backs to also the defensive 5, which I really do like about Wanderers going forward defensively. And that's why they've been quality going forward so far defensively. Just they are lacking up in the attack with Simon Cox and Bernie Abini. They're not firing yet. Perth Glory here with a corner. Chance here. Perth Glory will be in. No. Headed away there by Adelaide. Back to Perth here out on the edge of the box. Out of the right-hand side. Get that down to the right-hand side here. Whip it in. Whip it in here, Perth. Gets it inside. No. Adelaide can clear this one away. So yeah, Wanderers fans, if you think I've been a bit too harsh on you guys, don't feel so. I do genuinely think you guys are making the finals this year. I've said this since before the season started, and not many people were either. Not many people were. I think the general consensus for the finals this year was Sydney, Melbourne City, Western United, I think MacArthur, Perth Glory, and Wellington. I think that was probably the general consensus. Maybe not MacArthur, but or even maybe Adelaide. I don't know. It would have been interchangeable. But I think that was the general consensus before the season started. A-League Freak says, do Wanderers have what it takes to win? Not at all. I don't think they can win at all. I don't think they have the strikers for it, and that's why I don't think Brisbane Roar can win at all either. I think that Melbourne City are the only team that are well-rounded enough to win it this year, alongside maybe Sydney FC, but they haven't looked impressive. I think that overall, it's a really competitive league this year, very competitive, but there's a lot of teams that don't really have the strike force to break down the defence. Yes, the Brisbane Roar have scored 2 goals, the most goals this season so far with 5 goals, but in the same sense, they've had more games played than a couple of the other teams, and it's very difficult to actually see and discuss. But in the same sense, I just think that, the Wanderers are in a very similar position to the Roar, where the Roar's defence is pretty okay, Wanderers' defence is pretty good, midfield's pretty good, but both attacks are pretty lackluster right now. Pattercat says, speaking of the Wanderers, here he is. Pattercat says, how do you think this game has gone? I think that Adelaide are very, very lucky to be only down by 1. I think they're very, very lucky to be only down by 1. It's not been the greatest of games, but it's been a decent game, I guess. But it's not been the most exciting of games. It's been a bit of a bland 2-1. But I do think Perth definitely deserve the lead. I think that they probably should be up. They probably should have been up 3-0 before that goal, which would have definitely sealed the deal and put it to bed early days. But that was off that shot from right in front that just rocketed off one of the defenders. But I think that Perth are definitely looking like a finals team right now. Although not looking exciting, they're starting to look. They've still got Diego Castro to come back. Is another thing. You know what I mean? So I like them. I like Perth. I like Perth going forward. It is Toby said, I did watch the first game. I reckon you got... Hold on one second. Perth here. Chance here inside. That'll go out here. No, Perth still on the edge of the box, though. I'll read it coming in a second. Perth here on the edge of the box. Here we go. Rocket it in. Oh, that's a good save. It's a good save there by Delianov. That's a great save there by Delianov. I know it's still relatively close to him, and I know he should be expected to save that, but it's a rocket of a strike, and he had to still go down to his right there to get that one. I reckon you guys can get top 6, to be honest, actually, of MacArthur. But yeah, I think that we probably come top 3, top 4 right now. As we currently speak, I think top 3. As we currently speak. And I didn't think we'd make finals before the season started. So 50 minutes gone here. And, I thought that was going to be a goal there for Perth. I thought that was going to be 3-1 right there. He was flying Kilkenny, but it won't go away to him. Kilkenny's been good in this game, to be honest with you. Was that... Hold on one second. I don't even know how to say his name. Was it Astro something? I don't know even how to pronounce that name. That was unbelievable. It was rocketing through there from that corner, but it will not be. Will be a throw in here. So, yeah, to answer your question, Pato, I think Perth has definitely been the better team. I have no idea how Adelaide got that goal. It was an absolute horrible goal. Like, it was a horrible goal. But Perth definitely deserved to be in the lead. And they'd be probably annoyed they're not up by more. But 40 minutes left here. Plenty of time for it to change. Plenty of time for it to get exciting. Gets that ball over the top. No, straight to Adelaide. I think the Adelaide's possession's been very sloppy. Perth here. Should be a goal. 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 Is a goal. 3-1. Boom. Perth Glory. Fornaroli. Woo! Boom. Fornaroli says, good night, Irene. It is now 3-1 to the Perth Glory with 40 minutes to go here. I'm expecting, honestly, still 2 more goals here from Perth Glory. I honestly think this game can finish 5-1. Here because right now, Perth Glory, Fornaroli, that was an easy goal. That was horrible defence there. And as soon as that ball... D'Agostino's been good. D'Agostino's been the best player in the game for me so far. I think D'Agostino from Perth has honestly been my player of the match. Tyler Parcher says, hey, hello, champion, how you doing? So Fornaroli there. I know D'Agostino wasn't the one with the assist or the goal there, but he really set that up with the pressure there. So he got the ball back, got it back, and then the ball was passed into Bruno Fornaroli for his 62nd goal through 99 games. So his next game is his 100th game there, Mr. Fornaroli. Tyler Parcher says, just getting ready to watch the big day in DC. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've got CNN on right now, even though I don't like watching CNN because CNN is full of shit. But, you know, I've got CNN on right now so that I do obviously keep up to date with what's going on. But being in Australia and Fiji, we sleep for the good portion of the morning over there in America. Kev Farrell says, my top 3, Brisbane Roar, Melbourne City, Adelaide. That's in order, by the way. And Sydney FC just miss out on top 5. Like, no way did Sydney FC miss out on top 5. No, absolutely no way. I refuse to listen to that. I would love that to be right, but firstly, Brisbane Roar aren't the best team in the league. They shouldn't be tumbling first. And secondly, there's no way Sydney FC miss out on finals. Toby says, this season, I think Sydney FC don't have a really good team, but they can make top 6, but I don't think Sydney FC... I don't know. I think Sydney FC is a tiny bit overrated. I would completely disagree with that. I think they've got off to a pretty average start here. And yes, they're not going to be as lethal and as distinctly better this year as they have been in previous years. But I definitely still think they're a top 4 team. Top 4. Not top 2 necessarily, but definitely top 4. I definitely can see them being better than the majority of the teams here. They could easily be top 3. They could easily still come first for the minor premiership, but... I wouldn't be saying they're missing the finals at all. CK Vibes still think Wanderers can make top 4. You're a Wanderers fan though, aren't you? And Perth here, just moving around the midfield. I think that this game has really just been about the fact that Adelaide has been incredibly sloppy. Incredibly sloppy. They don't know how to hold possession. Whenever they get possession, they just kick it away. And just like what they just did then, it went straight over the sideline. Try to get an attack down the left-hand side there. Just go straight over the sideline. You know, no shit you're getting smacked up here 3-1. 3-1 in the 53rd minute of the game is a smackaruno. You can still get it back into the game with a goal, but you got gifted a goal. Like, Adelaide got gifted a goal to even be in this with a chance at 2-1. It really should be 3-4-0 right now. Adelaide hit on the left-hand side. Oh, it's going to be a corner. Ooh, don't know about that. don't know about that. I thought that was going to be... I thought it was going to be a goal kick there, but it's going to be a corner. Yeah, gee whiz. I swear that's a goal kick. That should have easily definitely been a goal kick. He clearly just whacked that out, to be honest with you. He just whacked that one out. How is that not a goal kick? All right, so corner here for Adelaide United. If they get this, this is another gift. If they get this, this is another gift here for Adelaide. Chance here. Oh, Perth with the click on. Chance here for Adelaide. Chance here for Adelaide in the box. Chance here for Adelaide in the box. Goes over the top. Oh, wow. Had to be saved. Had to be saved last second there by the keeper, Delianov. No, sorry, not Delianov. Gee whiz, I'm all over the shop. Had to be saved there. And it will go over the back here. So it will be another corner here for Adelaide United. Radio 679 says 3-1 good game. It has been relatively enjoyable. It's not been the greatest 3-1 game, but it's still been relatively enjoyable. Perth have looked decent. They have definitely looked decent. More so than I thought they would be after their first game. I always thought Perth Glory were a finals team, but I didn't think they'd be as decent as they've looked in the first game, especially with no Diego Castro, and scoring 3 goals without their real primo attacking creativity man. So Perth here again with the ball. CK Vibe says my top 3 is Sydney FC, Western United, and Perth. Wow, not to include Melbourne City. You know, they've looked average, and yet they've still won 2 out of 3 games. And the only reason they lost that game against Adelaide was because they got away with the red card. If that red card doesn't come, I don't think Adelaide win that game. If that red card doesn't come, I think that game either finishes 1-0 Melbourne City or 0-0. So I would highly debate that. I have Melbourne City coming first this year. Whether they win the actual crown or not, that's another question. But I've got them coming first in the minor premiership. Oh my God, that was a good shout, though. Good shout there. I think people really are underestimating City because of their start. I think they really underestimate them. You know, they did win that game first 1-0, but obviously everyone saw they weren't great, and Brisbane Roar were a really good team for a large majority of it. But in the same sense, City were able to do it. That's what championship teams do. When champion teams win games that they weren't the best team in or just didn't have a great performance in, they won 1-0. You know, the next game, they lost 2-0 to Adelaide, but in reality, if they don't give away that red card, they probably win that game 1-0, or it's a 0-0 draw. And they'll take that considering how much they... Well, no, they wouldn't. They would have really thought they deserved to win there, so they would have only taken a win. But it turned into a loss there because they gave away a stupid red card. You know, fair enough. That's their fault. But then they go and they win 2-1 against Western United, and they were down 1-0 as well. I don't know if we're on. Are we on right now, guys? Let me know in the chat. For some reason, the internet just cut, and now it's back. Oh, that's a goal. That's a goal. Perth Glory up 4-1. But I have no idea if I'm even on right now. I have absolutely no idea if I'm on. Am I streaming, guys? Let me know in the chat. Am I streaming right now? Am I streaming right now? Can someone let me know in the chat if we are on right now? Because I have absolutely no idea if we are streaming. Hello? Let me know in the chat if we are on. Oh, we are on, Ava Legend says. Okay, good. Gee whiz. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened, but my stream just randomly cut there with the internet. But I'm now using a different internet. But Perth Glory do take the lead here 4-1. They take the lead here 4-1. And you would be absolutely damn well fuming if you're Adelaide United because they look so average right now. They look really, really bad. Like, really, really bad. So, wowee. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm just fixing myself after all that bullshit. No idea what happened there, but at least we're back. At least we're back and we're ready to rock and roll. But, yeah, 4-1 is the score. My goodness me. Adelaide, my gosh, they're getting embarrassed. They're getting embarrassed here. Alrighty, Brisbane Report says, thoughts on the game, haven't been watching, big score. It is a big score. Perth Glory have definitely been a better team here. Adelaide are lucky to even have a goal. It should be 4-0. That's my thoughts of the game. That's my thoughts of the game. Adelaide are lucky to have scored their goal. It was a poor mistake at the back from Perth. Besides that, it could easily be 5. It could easily be 6. And Perth just, honestly, they look quality. They look really, really quality here. Ava Legend says, are you streaming Melbourne victory versus Adelaide United Saturday night? Man, I stream every game, brother. Perthy with another chance. Perthy with another chance here outside the box. Whips it back. Perthy with another chance. Brisbane Real Post says, Perth playing good. Man, they're up 4-1. You can't not be playing good and be up 4-1. Free kick. That should be a free kick here. How was that not a foul there against Adelaide? Yeah, I stream every single game, brother. Regardless. So 61 and a half minutes gone here. Perth now with the ball. They're going to push forward again. Oh my goodness me! I think they're honestly they're looking scary in this game, especially with no Diego Castro. They've got the attacking options. They've got the attack and possession, and they've got really good fluidity with the way they pass the ball around. Turner Friend says, "What did I say? I said it would be one of the high-scoring games." Yeah, well there you go. It is. But yeah, Perth have looked really quality here. So anyone who thought they weren't going to be good this year, well, think again, because they don't have one of their best players, and yet they're absolutely annihilating Adelaide United, who look shithouse. And also, I just want to say, there he goes. He says it again. Mohammed says Adelaide United are the best team. Dude, they look absolutely dog shit right now. They look absolutely dog shit. They're losing 4-1 to Perth, and Perth's first game of the season here. First game of the season, they're losing 4-1. You know, they just came off a win against Melbourne City 2-0, but people really, you know, they didn't look at that for the thought of that Melbourne City actually were the better team until they got red carded. You know, Adelaide United still didn't win. I thought that Adelaide United were a better team than they are, but now I see that 2-0 win for what it actually was, and I see that 0-0 for what it actually was. It was a false prophecy. Steve Morris says, hi, hello, champion, how you doing? Brisbane Royal Pro says, stoked for the Raw win, got the tip right. Yeah, smashed it, son. Absolutely smashed it. It was a very good win there. So it's going to be a throw in here. Owen Foley says, the only way Adelaide can come back, mate, it's 4-1. It's 4-1 with 27 minutes to go. If they come back, it's one of the greatest comebacks of all time. I tell you, it was D'Agostino with the goal too, by the way. D'Agostino, man of the match, easy. He's had an unbelievable game here, D'Agostino. Nicholas James says, BKR, the A-League is so low scoring. Oh, the irony. It's one game, bro. It's one game. It is low scoring. The league is low scoring. What are you talking about? Sam Morris, good on, mate. Avalon says, have to go by. All right, mate, have a good one. So 64 minutes gone here, and Adelaide are going to have a free kick here just outside the box. You're getting ready over there in DC, eh? Lovely. All right, so Constantopoulos here with the free kick. He's going to whip it in. Pretty weird free kick there. That's going to come out the back out the other side for Adelaide. Philip says, which is your favourite team in the A-League? Oh, Chancey of Adelaide. Oh, goes out for a... Oh, wow. It was really good there from Perth to keep that one in. My favourite team is Brisbane Roar, man, but I stream every game, obviously. But my team is Brisbane Roar. We had a really tough win before that I'm very happy with. Very, very tough. Who do you go for, Philip Gorech? Owen Foley says, who do you think is going to win it? Oh, man. Sorry, brother. I get asked this question literally every 2 seconds, so I get a little bit over it. I know you haven't been here the whole time, but I ask this question literally every 2 seconds, my man. Declan Smith said, full-time 4-2. I don't know. I think 5-1 or 6-1 at this point. I think genuinely 5-1, 6-1. I don't think Adelaide have looked good at all from the attacking perspective, and they were gifted a goal. They were absolutely gifted a goal. Philip says, man, I love Brisbane Roar. Man, you should have been here for the Brisbane Roar stream before. We had a great time as Brisbane Roar came through there with a very, very tough win. Don't forget, guys, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up button, obviously, as well. But 25 minutes left here, and Perth very well and truly in the driver's seat of this game. They have been in the driver's seat ever since the first 10 minutes where they got a really, really quick penalty. Really quick penalty. Just, you know when you have an itch on your finger and you just, gee whiz. Mohammed says, they don't have Hassan Toure. Wait till he's fit. Bro, you're losing 4-1 with 25 minutes to go. Hassan Toure is not the reason you're losing 4-1 to their first game of the season. Bro, there is no excuse for this. There is no excuse for being down 4-1 with 25 minutes to go in any game. And the goal you scored was off a Perth gift. It was off a Perth gift. It wasn't a well-worked goal from Adelaide. It wasn't a set-piece goal. It wasn't an open space goal. It was a Perth didn't clear the ball goal, and the ball just happened to fall miraculously to an Adelaide attacker who was in the right position because he was just there and put the ball in the back of the net. Like, this is an embarrassing game here for Adelaide, and you just got to admit it when times are tough. You just got to admit it when maybe you might have to rethink the thought process of how quality this team was, because I thought they were quality. I was giving them a big praise after that game against Melbourne City, but now I look at that Melbourne City 2-0 and I understand what it actually was. It was a little bit of a fake result there for me. Alton Tass says, Adelaide need to bring my boy Pacific on. He doesn't deserve to be on the bench. Adelaide need to do something, man. They need to bring anything on because this is embarrassing right now. This is embarrassing, especially considering that Perth could have easily been up 5-0, 6-0 in this game. And could easily be 5-6-1. Could easily be 5-6-1. And it could still finish 5-6-7-1, to be honest with you. Like, yes, Adelaide may score, but they've looked absolutely diabolical in regards to their attack. Brisbane Royal Post says, few people on Insta said they enjoyed the stream, so keep up the work. Appreciate it, man. Jessica Burgess says, hello. Hello, Jessica Burgess. Braithwaite says, lol, don't get him started on Western Sydney Wanderers, he'll get mad. Me? Yeah. That is what it is. I'll get more mad if people say MacArthur are better than Brisbane Roar, which people have been saying in the stream so far, which is just grinding my gears, mate. Grinding my gears. Anyone who thinks MacArthur's better than Brisbane Roar after the season start is just bloody stupid. It's stupid, mate. They're just bloody stupid. So goal kick here from Perth. I'll tell you what, D'Agostino has been unreal in this game. I'd honestly give him a 9.5 in my ratings. I'd give him a 9.5 to start for this first game of the season for him. Oh, it's going to come way here down the little right. No, it will not. Prelim says, Owen asked what you thought of Western Sydney Wanderers. Oh, did I? Oh, true. I've asked that question about a million times too. Brisbane Royal Post says, look at the Adelaide United FC fans saying it's luck. They're playing dog. Oh, they're playing terrible. They're playing terrible. Yeah, no. Anyone who doesn't understand, like if you're an Adelaide fan and you don't see this for what it is just a very bad performance. Like, look, you could easily fix this. You could easily come back out after this in another game and come back and show that you actually are quality. You play Melbourne Victory. Good chance there because Victory is shithouse. I'm a Royal fan, I can tell you. We watched them play. They were shithouse against us. And Adelaide should be winning that game. But then again, if they don't win that game, then we really know that was a false bloody, false viewing point from those last couple of games. Braithwaite says, basically, Owen, he thinks that they're well, but not sold on them yet and thinks they will fight for one of the last final spots. Yeah, bingo. There you go. Spot on. Spot on. All right, so Steins will go off here for Armiento. Armiento comes on here. By the way, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new around here and some macarona that thumbs up button. We're close to 60 likes right now. So let's see if we can get to 60. But yeah, I'm not sold them yet. And I'm probably not going to be sold them for the rest of the season. But in the same sense, I think that they're better than a lot of other teams. And I think they'll probably make finals. But maybe just the edge, if just the edge. Brisbane Raw Post says, thinking of the Newey game, we kind of didn't play well, to be honest. We just clinched a win against a wooden spoon team. It's what it is, man. You know, they were desperate. They're a desperate team right now. And they're not going to be easy for whoever plays them next either. I can promise you that right now. Like I said at the beginning of that game, they haven't been as bad as everyone's been making them out to be. And that was a tough win. It was a tough win against a team that is hurting right now. They're hurting because they feel like they should have got a result in all 4 of those games, so they lost all 4 of the games. So whoever they play next, I'd nearly bet on Jets. Unless it's against Melbourne City or Sydney FC. Maybe Melbourne City, maybe not Sydney FC. But yeah, can someone tell me who the Jets play next? Because honestly, I would nearly advise betting on them. Because they're desperate right now and I feel like they'll get a win. As long as it's not Melbourne City. All right, so 20 minutes to go here, guys. 20 minutes to go. And they kick a ball down here, Perth. I think they really want to make this a 5-1er. I think they want to finish it off with a 5-1er. Brisbane Royal Post says, we face Adelaide next away again. Next home game is in round 11 against Sydney. Jeez. I might be there for that. I might go to that one. Philip says, which Japanese do you like? Riku, Danzaki, or Masato Kudo? Well, obviously, Danzaki scored the goal before. Danzaki scored the goal, and I love that. I just love all the Royal players, man. But, you know, from today, Danzaki. Obviously, he got a nice little goal into the top left-hand corner. I know that it was a deflection, but in the same sense, he was still having a crack at goal. And if he didn't have a crack at goal, it wouldn't have got deflected and it would have gone in for a goal. So there you go. Nate says Knicks. Oh, they play the Knicks next, do they? Oh, the Knicks are hurting too, to be honest with you. That could be a draw. The Knicks feel like they got robbed. Obviously, they did get robbed against MacArthur, and they lost to Sydney FC. They're desperate for a win themselves, actually. That's a tough one to call, actually. That's a very tough game to predict between the Jets and Wellington. I don't think Wellington have been that fantastic to start the season, even though they're the better team against MacArthur, and they got robbed. But at the same sense, if that's the case, and it is Jets versus Knicks, that's a very difficult game to predict. That's a very difficult game to predict there. Brisbane Royal Posters, I'm definitely going. Yeah, well, I'm based in Sydney from next Wednesday. So that's why I said I'll probably be going to that one. But a foul there from Adelaide on D'Agostino. I tell you what, D'Agostino's been good in this one. The Dagger. He's been good in this one so far. AMA 99 says, how old is that Mohamed Touré guy? Not too sure how old he is. And let's go straight to the keeper. Philip Goresh says, how do you feel when Jamie Young was injured for a few months? I was sad. Of course I was sad, man. You know, he's a great player. And after watching Freak today, it was a scary time as a Brisbane Roar fan. But in the same sense, we still got the win. So, you know, I can't hound the bloke. But he did make a couple of sneaky mistakes at the back. But it's all right. We got the win. So I'll take whatever. That's a free kick. No, but you throw in here for Adelaide. Oh, he's 16. Jeez. Gee whiz. 16 years old. That's flying. Nyongabire will come on here for Adelaide. They do need a little bit of spark in it. They do need a little bit of energy coming on here. And Tommy Urich will be coming out. So they're going to put a little bit of a fresh pace on for the team. And not Tommy Urich's night. And this is what I've been saying for all season long. I don't know if he's going to be able to get into the game with their game style. Nyongabire, I don't really know too much about him, but in the same sense, I think that anyone is better than Urich with this Adelaide game style. But, you know, it is open for disagreement. Let me know in the chat if you disagree. I don't not really mind. Oh, that's going to be... Still going to be Adelaide here with the ball. All right, so Adelaide just need to push forward and just go bang right now. But then again, they don't want to go back. They don't want to lose too much goal difference. But this is a very good result here, I guess, for the Roar, because we do stay in the top 3 today instead of going down to the top 4. This is a pretty good result here, in my opinion. All right, Adelaide here, chance. No, they're just slow playing it right now. I think they're pretty. Well, they're not happy, but they're content with losing this game 4-1. They're content with losing it 4-1. Mohammed says, just wait till Mohamed Touré comes on and sees impact. Bro, I watch every game. You know, this isn't my first time at the rodeo with Adelaide United. Like, I get you're an Adelaide United fan, but, like, holy shit. Like, bro, they're losing 4-1. Like, Mohamed Touré's not going to come on and score 3 goals. Like, shit, man. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. May 99 says, that guy's not 16. He looks like someone's dad and uncle at best. Turner Friend says, over-dramatic scoreline for me. The goals haven't been necessarily good for Perth, but they were clinical on like a very frozen Adelaide attack. Perth aren't world beaters. It's just Adelaide are awful. Disagree to an extent. I think that, yeah, look, I don't think Adelaide have been good at all, and I think their defence has been shocking, and I think that Delianov made an absolutely horrific move to give away a penalty, which set it in pace for Perth to just get the domination effect of this game going. I think that, yeah, look, Adelaide have been bad, but Perth have also been pretty good in regards to their ball movement. You know, their goals haven't exactly been unbelievable world beaters, but they've still scored 4. It's not easy to score 4 goals. And secondly, the ball movement has just been so key. You know, they've been moving it around really nicely. It's not been, you know, just lump it forward, or it's not just been utilise the wings. It's been a mixture of everything, and keeping possession and going forward and then coming back, holding the ball in the midfield, coming back, going forward. It's just been a really well-rounded game in regards to ball movement for Perth. So, yes, I understand what you're saying. Adelaide have been bad, and that's why I keep saying to people, don't get too excited too early. That's why every time I make a prediction for what I think at the end of the season, when somebody asks me, I say, from what I see right now, because I do every game, and every time everyone asks me in every stream, every 2 seconds, what my thoughts are for the rest of the season, and it changes every game, because it's just it's ridiculous how things change. So this is one game here against a really average Adelaide team in this game, who could easily come back out against the Melbourne Victory and win 5-0 against Victory, because Victory is shithouse. So I want to see Perth against a good team before I make a really solid judgment about their team going forward. And also, not something in the first game of the season, because MacArthur looked good against the Western Sydney Wanderers in their first game of the season, and then absolutely fell to shithouse. So, you know, a lot of things to come into play. Lockie Gal says, I do feel for a Freak. He's a young guy with very little A-League experience and thrown in to fill the shoes of one of, if not the best keeper in the league. Agreed. But in the same sense, like, I don't understand some of the mistakes he made. You're still a professional keeper. You're still on the books. And he did a fine job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating the guy. I'm not hounding into him. But in the same sense, the one thing I wanted to complain about was when the ball was kicked back to him, and then he just kicked it straight to the Adelaide player who was the striker, and they nearly scored a goal there to make it 2-2 late on. That was a bad mistake that shouldn't be happening. But Fornaroli's coming off here for Perth, I think. No? Who's coming off here for Perth? I'm not too sure. Tina Francis, imagine when Castro gets back. Not necessarily anything. Like, look, we've got to wait for Castro to come back and see what happens. But, you know, this could just genuinely be a really good style for Perth without Castro. Obviously, Castro brings so much quality in. But in the same sense, like, just because Castro comes back doesn't mean it makes this team necessarily better because it completely changes everything. Although I do agree it will. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you've got to wait to see him come back to see if it genuinely does improve what we've seen today, or if it was just, it could easily just be the Adelaide defence like somebody said before. I think it was you who said it before, actually. Philip Gresh says Warren Moon or Robbie Fowler. Me is Warren Moon because Fowler was awful at Brisbane. I think Fowler was building, but I just don't know if Fowler's process of how he thought and his ideology of a football club should be. I don't know if it was a long-term sustainable. I don't think it was long-term sustainable. A lot of Brisbane Roar fans do actually think long-term it would have worked out. I don't think so. I think he just didn't give a shit about defence either. I think that long-term our defence would have absolutely gone to shit. Absolutely gone to shit. But, you know, it's down to opinion again. Down to perspective. But that's my thoughts. Only like falling. YT says, do you know Kusini Yangi? Yangi? Who's Yangi play for again? He played I watched him yesterday, didn't I? Or the day before. Who played yesterday? Is it Mariners? He plays for Mariners, right? Yangi? I can't remember. For Adelaide United, are you sure? Yangi? Yangi doesn't play for Adelaide, does he? Are you sure? I swear I saw him play last night or the night before, maybe. Malcolm's Perth Glory champions. Relax. Frenchie says, Blaze, you going to stream anything tomorrow? Mate, you should know. I put the schedule out every Wednesday. Or every Tuesday, sorry. You should know that I'm streaming tomorrow. I've got a basketball game and a NBL game tomorrow night. But in the same sense, I might not do the basketball game. We'll see how we go. Because I just really kind of want to focus on Bulls this year. But that's going to be a clearance away here by Adelaide. Only Low Falling says, no, Cassini plays for Adelaide United. Yeah, I know him. Oh, good on you, champion. Brisbane Raw Post says, Fowler was starting Max Crocombe over Young. Unbelievable. Don't start me. Don't start me! Oh, Perthy chance. Perthy chance. Oh, that's going to be a corner, I think. I think it's a corner here. It is a corner, yeah. It is a corner. Only Low Falling YouTube says, I know Cassini. I talked to him before, and they're Youngie players for Newcastle Jets. Oh, it's the Jets. That's the one. The Jets is who the other one plays for. There you go. Actually, yeah, that's right, because he came on against MacArthur. He came on against MacArthur on the weekend. Don't forget, guys, if you're new around here, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. I don't even know why I said around here again, but it is what it is. You know, just take it. Just take it and subscribe. Shut up. Just take it and subscribe. But 10 minutes left here, guys. 10 minutes left. It's 4-1 to Perth. AMA99 says, mate, just because you talk to him doesn't mean you know. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Give him a crack, you know. It's a tough world we live in. Let him have his fame. Philip Gresh says, if you could sign any A-League player to Brisbane, who would it be? McLaren, so that we have a striker. Or even if Tommy Urich, to be honest with you, I think he would suit our style. I do. I think if Tommy Urich would suit our style. I think McLaren would suit our style too, but I think he'd suit anyone's style, to be honest with you. It would 100% be a striker. There's no doubt about it. It would be 100% a striker. Frenchie says, I haven't seen Dubbies for a while. He was here last stream. He donated like $8. He's mainly an NRL fan. That's why. He's a Panthers fan. He loves his NRL. Man. Oh, Chancey for Adelaide. That will go out for a goal kick. Oh, that was a good shutter there. Very good shutter there. Only Like Falling says, I'm going to definitely sub. You seem super chill. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. We're just chilling out right now. Usually streams are pretty energetic and hype, but for me, it's like 12:30 night over here in Fiji. At 12 o'clock at night over here in Fiji. I'm only here until next Wednesday, but I've been stuck here since March of last year. So I'm very excited. Things are factoring in where I will miss it here completely. But in the same sense, I'm looking forward to getting home. I am very much looking forward to getting home. Attendance of 6,125, by the way, guys. Mohammed says, mate, what do you think of Mohamed Touré's potential? You love Mohamed Touré, eh? Like, you love Mohamed Touré. I think Mohamed Touré is a nice little player, but I think he's a good little player, but in the same sense, like, I don't know why you're getting that hype. I think he does a good job for his team. Oh, that's Adelaide United's been average as today. Philip Goresh says Berisha or Enrique. We love Enrique. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And I think that's a corner. Oh, Chancey Perth? No. Only Like Falling says, and he has so much potential. AMA99 says, Nate, you sound like, okay. Only Like Falling says because he's only 16 years old. He's actually right, He's got a lot of potential, but in the same sense, a lot of people have potential, and potential is one of the worst words in sport. Straight up. Potential is one of the worst words in sport because I see players left, right, and centre having all this enormous potential. Enormous potential. They have everyone has a heap of potential, and they go jack shit because they believe in the hype. If you start believing in the hype, your career is done. You need to be confident in yourself, but if you believe in the hype created by just idiots sometimes, or even just people who know you do have the potential, if you believe in your hype, your career is done. You see that in the Premier League a lot. Azani's unlucky. I'm not gonna agree with you on that. Azani's unlucky. He's been injured for the last 2 years. Had a really good debut with Celtic. I will disagree with that, but in the same sense, I can understand why you say that. But he's also had some serious injuries that have helped. That has set him back when he had a really good debut for Celtic back in the day. Littogus and Samuel Azani is so good. Not anymore, but he's going to come back to Australia. He'll come back to Australia now that he obviously got injured and wasn't able to play for Celtic, but he definitely had a lot of potential. He's still quite young. I think 22, 23. Oh, Perth here. Chance. Oh, it's a goal. That's a goal. That's an unbelievable goal. That's an unbelievable goal. That's an unbelievable goal to make a 5-1 here. That's an unbelievable goal. You've got to give that one a clap. Absolutely phenomenal opening night here, and 5-1 is the score. This is the highest score of the season so far, and Perth are absolutely walloping Adelaide United right now. Absolutely walloping them. Only Like Falling says, who is the most famous footballer you've seen? Why are we talking about who we know here? What's going on here? But Perth go and put this one to the back of the net, so it's their 5th goal of the day. Wow-wee. Zayma says, Yo, Mohammed, relax. We know you want to marry Mohammed. Oh, no. Here we go. The chat's getting wild. The game's over. It's been over since the first 10 minutes. And Armiento goes and gets his first A-League goal there. Armiento. Asibos says, wow, it could be 6-1. It could be easily 7-1. It could be 21, mate. It could be 8-1 at this point. It could be 8-0. I said 8-0 at the start of the game. No, I said it like 10 minutes in. Could get worse here. There's still literally like 5.5 minutes to go. It's dead set like 5.5 minutes to go here, and Perth are up 5-1. And Perth don't have their best player. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, Adelaide. What the shit, lads? What a shit, lads. Mohammed, he's angry. You tell him. Get angry at him. You tell him. You slap him up. You tell him, how dare you talk shit about Mohamed Touré? Mohamed Touré is going to be the bloody greatest young player you've ever did see. AMA99 says, I don't know. No, get around him. Amelia K says, hi, hello Amelia, how you doing? Good win by the Raw. Ooh, I know you're a Raw fan. I think you're a Raw fan. I hope you're a Raw fan. If you're not a Raw fan, well then, it's still a good win for the Raw. I'm very happy. So 4.5 minutes left here. Frenchie says, oh my God, let's relax, lads, in the chat. Let's relax in the chats, please. Bresson Raw Post says, get on the pitch, Mohammed, and you tell him. Exactly right. Get into him. Lay into him. So I think Perth are pretty content here to just sit back and wait for this one to finish out. Dribble it out here for a 5-1 victory. Very happy with that one. Very happy with this one. Very happy with the one. And when's our next stream? I'm a Western Sydney Wanderers fan, but I don't mind the Raw, and I'm more than happy that the Renegades beat the Stars. No, Amelia, you love the Raw, and you don't mind the Western Sydney Wanderers. That's the answer to that question. But yeah, get around it. AMA99 says, I hope Touré scores so that Mohamed Guy doesn't get... I would love Mohamed Touré to come on and score just so that it can get into the chat and be like, yeah, you told him, Mohamed. You told him. Yeah? Get around Mohamed Touré. PC111 says, I need 10 corners. I have absolutely no idea how many corners there's been. I'll have a look for you. Mate. Raw in third. Mate, everyone loves the Raw, If anyone doesn't love the Raw, then you're wrong. Like, you're wrong. It's not down to opinion. You're wrong. It's fact. Corners. How many corners has there been in this game? 8. Okay, so how many do you need? Buddy, I need 10 corners. Well, you need 2 more corners. All right. Well, there's 4 minutes to go. You could still see it. You could still see it here. So what do you mean 4 each? Oh, 4 each. Oh, that's what you're saying. How many corners have there been? I should have just asked you. I don't even know why I checked myself. You know what? I tell you, you're going to win your bet if you buddy subscribe right now. Frenchie says, me too, I'm a Western Sydney Wanderers fan. I love Raw almost more than Western Sydney Wanderers, but no one will overtake Wanderers. Well, no, you love Raw, and Western Sydney Wanderers almost overtake Raw, but no one will overtake the Raw, is what you actually should have said there. So 3 minutes to go here, guys. 3 minutes to go. Brisbane Raw Post says, if Gold Coast United came back, would you support them or Raw? I would go for Raw, but I would have a soft spot for Gold Coast. I wouldn't be a part of the rivalry that everyone has. I always want success for Gold Coast in sport, but I would still be a Raw fan. And they would be in here, and Perth are going to hit that ball out. I always want, obviously, I'm from the Gold Coast, so I'll always want success for my hometown. That's what I find sport's all about. It's all about the hometown, but I would never support the Gold Coast against the Raw. I would more than likely support Raw against Gold Coast, but I wouldn't really care what the result was. If it was a grand final, I'd be happy either way, but in the same sense, I'm a Raw fan. Over. Oh, that's a goal, Adelaide. 5-2. Mohamed Toure. Mohamed Toure scored. Yes, Mohamed. Mohamed. Yes, tell him. Tell him, mate. You tell him, Mohamed. Mohamed Motashami. You tell him Mohamed Toure scored. Get into the chat, son. Yes. Yes, that's beautiful. That is brilliant. Mohamed Motashami, you tell him right now. You get around your boy. He scored a goal. Rip into him, son. You believed in him. You believed in him when no one else believed in him. And Mohamed Toure has just gone and scored the goal. Sha la 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 la. Mohamed Toure. Look at him go. I appreciate you coming, by the way, man. I think he said something just then. He said the fact that you interact with fans. Well, that's what we're all about, man. It's all about giving you guys an opinion as well and me interacting with you guys. You know, obviously I can't show you the game due to broadcasting restrictions, so be as interactive as I possibly can. Declan Smith says he probably left because no one else believes. No, he's here. He commented just before. Oh, VAR check. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's a VAR. Oh, no. He's on. Oh, no. He's offside, I think. Oh, no. Oh, no. He might be offside, lads. Lads, he might be offside. Oh, no. He might be offside here. Oh, no, lads. You can score with your shoulder, and I think your shoulder's offside. Oh, my goodness me. There's just twists and turns at every corner here. There's twists and turns at every corner of this game, and it is outrageous. You've never seen a more heartbreaking moment in your life. Offside, decision upheld to goal. Get around him. The twists and turns. The goal's been given. Lay into him, son. You guys in the chat, you're lucky Mohamed's not still here to lay into you. All right, so 90 minutes gone here. It is 5-2. Jeez, what a high-scoring game. Outrageous. This is an outrageous game here. This is an outrageous game. Yeah, now we're talking, Mohamed. Now get into him, son. I love it. Get in the chat. He says, what did I say? Let's go. I told you. Exactly right. Exactly right. I believe in you, son. I believe in you. So I don't know how long there is to go here. They haven't put the added time here on the screen. Tony Francis called it. He did. 5 extra minutes here. Can we see 3 goals here for Adelaide later on? Tied up 5-5. Plenty of time here. Plenty of time here for another goal from either team. Brisbane Royal Post says GOAT. Mohamed Toure, what a man. Oh my God, he might have a chance for a second one here. He might have a chance for a second one here. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh my God, he's actually, if he scored a second one, I'm turning the stream off. Oh my God, here he is. Oh, that's a free kick. Give him the free kick. Give him it. Give him the free kick. At least this has made it exciting for the last few moments of this game. I love that someone was like, how old is Toure? And I think someone replied with 16. And someone else said he looks about like he could be someone's dad or uncle. He is 16. Adelaide missing Choisi. To be fair, Adelaide are missing everyone right now. Adelaide are missing a clue in this game. Adelaide are missing a keeper who doesn't know how to give away a ridiculous penalty 10 minutes in to set the precedent for an easy Perth win early days. Oh, he goes for a shot and straight into the wall. And chance here for Perth to attack. Perth here to a chance to make it 6-2. Perth here, chance to make it 6-2. No, comes back here. Oh, they still have a chance. They boot it down forward. Good little ball there. Good little ball. Amelia Kay says it would be near impossible to score 3 goals tied up in 5 minutes. Amelia, if that's what you believe, then yeah. Not with that attitude, you're not going to get it. With that attitude, we're not going to get 3 goals in 5 minutes. Yeah, he was onside. Yeah, he's clearly onside there. What is with that shot, though? That looks like we had one of the worst computer... That's VAR, lads. That's VAR. Oh, look at this. Mohamed Touré's away. Oh, give a penalty. No, it'll be a corner, though. That was the worst thing. That was honestly... That camera shot was terrible. That was literally like we were watching it on a potato. We were watching the game on a potato with that camera angle. French says Mohammed will get 4 to tie it up. Yeah, Mohammed's going to go and kick a bicycle right now. And then Mohammed, the actual Mohammed in the chat, he's going to come and tell you guys that you guys suck. Because he was right. He knows what he's talking about. What's the next game we're streaming, by the way? Oh, it is West... Well, Sydney FC play tomorrow against the Mariners. I didn't even know that. So we're not doing an NBL game tomorrow, guys. We're doing the Sydney FC versus Mariners game tomorrow. I didn't even realise that was tomorrow. And, chance here for a goal. Chance here for a goal. Chance here for a goal. Adelaide. Oh, my God, it's a goal. Oh, it's actually 5-3. It's actually 5-3. It's actually 5-3 here, lads. Oh, my God. It is actually another goal. I'm not even joking here either. That was an unbelievable strike. Braden Davies says, I agree. Adelaide goalkeeper was all hyped 2 weeks ago. Adelaide was all hyped 2 weeks ago. Now they're falling behind, but now they're coming back into it at 5-3. Surely not. Nah, don't tell me. Don't do this. Mohammed says, see the impact of Mohamed Touré. He knows what he's talking about. Mohamed Motashami knows what he's talking about. As soon as Mohamed Touré comes on, buddy, goal, 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 goal. You know, he's flying. Ask the boss says, it is early days, I think. Well, there's a minute and a half to go here. They've scored 2 very late goals here, Adelaide United, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late here. Tanner Francis' comeback is on. Nice call, Amelia. Oh, man. Amelia, she's praying right now. Amelia is praying the comeback is not on. Mohammed is a wizard. I think we've just seen the best performance from a player in any sport contest ever. 1 minute left here, guys. If Adelaide score 1 more goal, it'd be outrageous. Mohamed Touré, he is a wizard. Yeah, I don't know what song I'm singing, to be honest with you. Oh, Touré's running through here. Oh, make a mistake. Come on, I want to see another goal here for Adelaide. I dead set would love to see another goal here for Adelaide. They're going to have a chance here. There's 50 seconds left here. They will get 1 more opportunity here to see if they can get 1 more goal. This is actually outrageous, though. This is actually outrageous that they've scored 2 goals late on. PC says, I wanted 2 corners, but they scored 2 goals. Yeah, that's actually outrageous. That'd be very frustrating for you, man. Brisbane Royal Post says, funniest late night stream ever. Yeah, man, especially for me. It's like 12:30 over here, you know. I'm very tired after 2 streams, but, you know, a bit of fun at the end of the game, which is good. Amelia Case says, the Stars fans were getting cocky at Marvel, and look what happened to them. Well, I have no idea what happened to them because I didn't watch the game, but I'm assuming that they lost. So, take that, Stars fans, even though I have no idea what happened. And that's a goal kick. Oh, he's kicked that one straight back in. He's lucky that ball went out, otherwise that was a goal there. Braden Davis says, Garcia needs to address Glory conceding late goals. 100%. Terrible. Look, to be honest with you, it's great that you're up 5-1, and really, you should finish the game 5-1 and just hold it out. Like, you don't need to keep scoring goals, and I think that's what Perth did. They didn't really give a shit, and they just kept going for the attack. Mohamed Touré comes on, the greatest play that we've ever seen live. Literally the greatest play that we've ever seen live. Who's Pele? We're talking Mohamed Touré here. He comes on. You know, he looks bloody firing, scores a goal, brings it back into it, and then, Perth fall behind. Perth could score a goal here, though. Perth could score a goal here, and it's going to come back in here. No, it's going to be Adelaide ball. Marija Abokan Maton says, I know I'm so happy Renegades beat Stars. It's good for the Scorchers. There you go. Oh, chance here. Look at this. No, Mohamed Touré. Gee whiz, this guy is a specimen. This guy is someone you've never seen before in your life. But the final score will be 5-3 here. I tell you what, I'm actually not going to lie. If they had have brought on Mohamed Touré a little bit earlier, like with the way that game finished there, it might have actually been a sneaky chance there for a bit of a finish, to be honest with you. But obviously, in the end, it didn't really matter. And the game did finish there 5-3, 8 goals in that game. That is an outrageous scoreline. But yeah, Adelaide, obviously, they were all hyped to start this season. They drew 0-0 with Western United. They looked pretty okay in that. And they went and beat Melbourne City 2-0, but that was after the red card. They got their first goal to Tommy Juric and from the free kick from that red card at the 70-minute mark. So for me, I see right through that now, and I realise, wait a second, that Melbourne City actually did play better the first 70 minutes, and then they fell away after that red card, and Adelaide just went bang, bang. And then obviously this game, they've looked horrific. I don't give a shit they scored 3 goals because that was late on when the game was over. Mohamed Toure is just the greatest player that I've ever seen in my life. Besides that, Perth Glory, it looked pretty good, but they conceded late goals, and that's brought the thought process back on them. They could have had a +4 goal differential after the first game. Instead, they got a +2, back with pretty much everybody else. It's not exactly easy. It's not exactly, I don't know what I said there. It's not exactly the most, enthralling finish there for Perth, but in the same sense, they got the win. They still scored 5 goals, and they'll take the victory. Obviously, this week, guys, they will play. Let me have a look here who their next game is up against. This week, Perth will be taking on Melbourne Victory next Tuesday, and Western United on Saturday. So Western United they're going to be against at GMHBA Stadium, and then also against Melbourne Victory next Tuesday. The first game is pretty difficult there. We will be streaming every game, by the way, guys. You guys know this. I stream every single A-League game, so subscribe if you're new around here and hit that thumbs up button. So we're going to be doing Sydney FC versus Mariners tomorrow night. Then also Western United versus Perth Glory. Adelaide United versus Melbourne Victory. Sunday, we're going to be doing Wellington Phoenix up against the Newcastle Jets. And then on Tuesday, Melbourne Victory versus Perth Glory. So I'm going to jump off for now, guys. I do appreciate you. Actually, I'll read a couple of comments here first. Carl Scheller says, just when you post a video of the A-League teams not scoring many goals, there is 8-goal thriller. I know, crazy. Yeah, thanks, guys. Don't forget as well, guys, the pinned comment, the blue comment up there is where all my clips go from 1st of February. You've seen the clips on the channel that go up 2 times every single day right now. That's only happening until the end of this month, because then that's when NRL and AFL content come back. So that's where the clips will be going to that channel over there. So definitely go and subscribe. I think we're about 60 subscribers on there now. Reddy Ramdani says head-to-head win Adelaide, but lose why? Because Adelaide lost. Huh? What do you mean head-to-head? You had a bet on Adelaide and you're surprised why you didn't get the money? Because Adelaide lost. They lost 5-3. Frenchie says, GD's good game, but not as good as the Raw game. Exactly right. I probably will, to be honest with you, Brisbane Raw Post. AMA99 says, save this whole live stream. I need to show this to someone. Yeah, no, they go up straight after. All my streams go up straight after. Frenchie says, what a game. Brisbane Raw Post says, petition for Toure clip. Kurt Farrell says, good night. All right, guys, I'm jumping off. Appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new around here. Smack that thumbs up button. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some more streams. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.